Here we go. Should be live now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Alex Taste in Music. Oh shit, it went down to 0.
You crashed it.
It just stopped. Like I was telling Capn for whatever reason, my soundboard was going to negative 60 decibels on its own for no reason. But anyways, that's the most abrupt stop to the soundboard ever. Hello. Welcome in, everyone. I am with our two favorite co-hosts for these epic rap battles of history streams. We have Capn and Bacon. Capn, would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm Capn Quasar. I'm here to have fun.
Hell yeah. And Bacon, please introduce yourself.
Oh yeah, it's Bacon Pancake. I curated the fun that you'll see later tonight. And yeah, I'm basically going to just provide both the knowledge on ERB and what's coming after that.
Awesome. And again, big thank you to Bacon for setting up the special playlist for us once we finish all the rest of the official released epic rap battles of history songs. We only have about 8 left to get through. And as a big thank you, please make sure to subscribe to Bacon. His link is in the description below. And please make sure to subscribe to Capn as well for listening in and commentating along with us. Welcome into our chatters today. We have Koya, Symbiotic Spider, Senor Gato, Jules, Bob Gerald III Jr., M. Mooney, our beloved moderator, the Unmitigated Dawn, Jarhead, and I believe those are the most recent chatters. Alrighty. So first on are the official songs for ERB. Also, while we were away for the week, they actually released another episode of ERB, so we're going to be listening to that as well. I've been trying my best not to listen to it, so I can have my first impressions here with the crew. But coming up next, we have Ragnar Lodbrok versus Richard the Lionheart. I don't think I recognize either of these people, but I'm excited to get into it. Also, let me make sure I link for that. I wanted to link the ERB community Discord. Hold up one second, everybody. Let me get that, and I don't. Thank you so much. Again, if this is your first time entering one of these live streams and you want to be a part of the community, make sure to click it. I've been popping in, lurking, and reading, and it seems like a really cool time. Back on Capn Quasar.
I'm here.
Shit, it didn't work. Oh, there we go. All right, cool. We got
it. I'm here.
All right, now it did. Alrighty, let's get into it. Coming up.
You said we're on. Okay.
Yeah, coming up.
When I was looking at the list, it was the opposite order for some reason.
Yeah, me too. I think it flipped for some reason. But yeah, we have the last one we just listened to, Harry Potter versus Luke Skywalker, which was awesome. I've been going back and listening to it a lot. But now we have Ragnar versus Lodbrok versus Richard the Lionheart. Okay, let's check it out.
Richard the Lion versus I'm Richard the First from the Third Crusade that only leaves room for you in second place. The chivalrous swinger of the sword and mace, and I kill you when I spit like a pit full of snakes. I'm the #1 dick, rising up to make you feel small. My battering ram slams through your shield wall. I'll announce at the next of your things that I'm chopping through your family like boneless wings. Of course you got avenged by a kid with no bones. Your own story ended worse than Game of Thrones. Your son killed your ex killed your wife. I'm the Lion King, man, but that's a messed up circle of life. Half-ass head taps can't be condoned. It's like you raided the face of Post Malone. I'm scared of no foe. I'm backed by the Trinity. I'll conquer you on my day off like you were Sicily.
Threatening to conquer Ragnar is bold. For a king who got whacked by a 10-year-old. I'll sacrifice you to Odin while drinking horns of mead. Good thing you hold the red cross, cause that's who you're going to need. You built your army by raising English taxes. I raised my army taxing English asses with my axes. And who are you to talk about the circle of life? Your old lady can't feel the love on any night. Your only son was illegitimate, you erred on the side. It was just fine like the end of the Plantagenet line. I'm just a warrior, I'm not the linguist. But I think the king of England should probably speak English. You took Acre and Jaffa like a piece of cake, but never attacked Jerusalem for Christ's sake. Saw the Holy Land go all the way. We should call it the Crusade of Richard the First Base.
Sail back north with your barbarian goons, because I'm tearing down your legacy, leaving it in ruins. Your real self next to your legend disappoints. I see you shaking in your shaggy little pants like zoinks. Who invented the royal me? We. Who's the predominantly fictional MC? Lee. You're a wannabe, mon ami. Kneel down and honor me. Richard coming through in the end like Sean Connery. The double coronated blood and gore gourmet. You might have the axe, but I make a body spray. Lion hearts are sober came and I struck like a cobra. If I wanted to fight loser Vikings, I'd go to Minnesota.
You want to fight me? Take off the tin shirt. I'll be waiting in my birthday suit, going berserk. Ding dang dong, morning bells warn about me at the break of dawn. And I'm putting you to sleep like your brother John. Living monks and chunks on Northumbrian lawns, cause I'm the all-father spawn. You couldn't even beat a salad in a fight. You're a selfish Monty Python nice. You went from chainmail to chained up in jail to mommy drained England to pay for your bail. But no king's ransom will save you from these bars, son. I'm eating you alive like the gangrene you died from.
All right. I have like I was smiling to myself the whole time because I'm all like I have no fucking clue who these guys are, and I still like even throughout the raps it didn't help me learn more about them too much. So if you are these real people, are they historical figures?
Oh yeah, in a way, Ragnar at least is maybe a legendary, but possibly real in some way figure.
Gotcha. I didn't have too much to say. I liked the instrumental, but that's about it. I think it would help if I knew about these people before coming into this, but I didn't have many thoughts. Capn, what did you think?
I kind of agree. I think I thought some of the lines were good. There was definitely some good wordplay that I think. Again, since I don't know that much about either of these figures either, it's like I'm assuming they were intentional, like the runes line and stuff like that. I'm going purely based off of the aesthetics,
Right?
But but on that note, the aesthetics for this one, like the production value was really nice. I liked all the editing.
Yeah.
There were a lot of nice scenes, a lot of good. I don't know. I just think it was really well put together for sure.
Yeah, it looked good too. And it was sponsored by Rise of Kingdoms. I wonder if they had any say on specifically the direction this one went in terms of maybe even character choice. Bacon, what do you have to say about this one?
Yeah, that one, to follow up what you just actually mentioned, it seems it was because they are both as a part of the game that they're sponsoring, so it did seem to be a character choice, but I really didn't mind that they went that direction because of the fact that they are very much similar. If anything, you can also put the Vikings, how they had plundered England, and Richard being a king of England definitely fits, so there were many lines made in regards to that. Now Ragnar, in his sense, like I just mentioned, he's not entirely, may have been based on a real figure, but not entirely for his legend. But in that sense, it actually is more based on the show Vikings, which was apparently pretty popular on the History Channel. I heard it's sort of like, if you like Game of Thrones and want a bit more real history to it, then, that's a good show to go with. Cool. So that's kind of like why they wanted to go with him. I guess they knew about the show. And you guys saying, it's definitely a cool battle, or, had some good lines, but it is also very dependent on, knowing more about the figures and that you may not be as familiar. Mm-hmm. It won't be the only time you say that tonight.
Gotcha. Okay. That's not very, I'm not looking forward to that. Is that why people say like the last half or that? Because my expectations are on the ground. Because like throughout these streaming sessions, everyone's all like, "Oh man, they should have ended here. I can't believe they kept going for a few years." So I feel like that's the kind of my expectations are not very high. But it's just crazy coming off the back foots of two of the most well-known characters of all time to Ragnar Lodbrok and Richard the Lionheart.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's well made. Definitely, as you said, well put together. So it's like you can only go so much, but it at least has a good outcome or quality of result.
Yeah, it looked and sounded very serviceable. It was not offensive to the ear, and it didn't anger me as some of these have done in the past. Let's rank this one. Capn, were you gonna say anything?
Well, because I was going to say I do think that it works a little bit better when they try and match up like a lesser known figure with a more known figure, even if they are going to try and maybe showcase a bit more of like the knowledge about the lesser known figure. But but then it also becomes an issue when you're trying to come up with good battles that actually make sense. So I could definitely see that, especially at this point, it's like you're kind of. It sounds rude to say scraping the bottom of the barrel because that's not what I mean, but you know you get what I'm saying. Where it's like they're really having to think a little bit deeper on what they want to do for the newer battles for sure.
Yeah, they could have totally with one of these characters. They could have swapped them out for like an actual Game of Thrones character. Like this was 4 years ago. The finale had come out at this point, or was it still like towards the
definitely
peak, towards the peak of hopium that the series would be good?
Yeah, Game of Thrones ended in 2019.
Okay, if that's the case, I can see why they probably wouldn't want to do Game of Thrones at that point.
Although I do think, for what Quasar was saying, I think that actually does match for the immediate next battle, where it's at least someone known that you can understand it.
All right, we're gonna jump into that one right now. Let me acknowledge chat really quick. Sub-Zero versus Elsa has been my dream. Yo, that'd be awesome. Season 7 is so ridiculously half-baked. Uh-oh. Is that what we're in right now? The like button. Light spaghetti. I forgot. I gotta like my own stream too, so much. Y'all better be nice to that button. I'm watching you. Waterboard's like button. I saw my oh, I drink H3. Welcome in. Thank you for giving everyone the day off on Sundays, Alejandro. Pleasure. That one for Aaron Reed. Pretty good battle. It's what Charlemagne for Napoleon wished it was. Wow, we got a real lover of this one.
Did we rank it?
Yeah, I put it in it in an anywho tier.
Okay, it was really an anywho. We kind of moved past it quick.
All right, coming up next, Jeff Bezos versus Mansa Musa.
This video is sponsored by NordVPN. Mansa Musa versus Jeff Bezos! Voila, by the holy Quran, I lay my hand upon. I blaze Bezos, inflict inflammatory damage on Amazon. Burn it down like when they put the cattle on. The hottest on the map since the Atlas of Catalan. King of Mali, with cold bars you can't escape from. Lyrically, I pack heat, you pack a tape gun. I'm laying the blows you can't dodge, this ain't sales tax. I left footprints in the Sahara, I know hot tracks. Plus dorks like .com bubbles when I hit them. Nah, you can't spit, you got that algorithm. Here's a nugget of advice to get your union problems handled. Want workers that don't piss? Hire some camels. I expanded horizons with libraries and mosques while you chopped off the top of all the mom and pop shops. All you widened was the gap between the haves and have-nots. Now they ordering or living in your cardboard box.
At Amazon, our product research is phenomenal, but I've never heard your story. And I own Audible, so go dig some more gold there, Kanye West Africa. I'm hotter than the soundtrack to Battlestar Galactica. Never trade blows with Jesse Jeff Bezos. Egghead with a huge set of huevos. I serve more people on the web than Spider-Man. You rap like a soccer mom, that's why you roll with caravans. You're overrated, like you leave economies inflated. You're about to taste some of that salt that you traded. It's a long-term play and giving your wealth away. Cause now I feed your whole country for the price of a cup of coffee per day. So bow to me like you did to the king of Cairo. You're about as hack as Saudis have in my iPhone. You'll be more ashamed than when you accidentally killed your mom. When I make you shit your pants worse than diapers.com.
Hey yo Lex Loser, you look like a villain at Comic-Con, you getting ate up. You should've battled me on Ramadan. A harem of women's what I had on my staff. You married one woman, Jeff, and she cut you in half. David Pecker picked the peck of your Peter pigs. Now your new girl got them feeding these Seymour lips. And it turns out her own brother was the snitch. Woo! Fix your face, no wonder you bought Twitch. Now let me really break it down because there's more to him. He ain't a Bezos, his real name is Jorgensen. But daddy loved unicycles more to him, so he rolled out, now that's a blue origin. Take one small step towards a different profit, cause these days you just as cocky as your rocket. I'm the cream of the crop, I'm on top, I'm ice cold. This Muslim just served you, a la mode.
So I'm lyrically lethal, I'm relentless, African verse immune. If I wanted to waste my life in desert space, I'd watch Dune. What do we give Mackenzie, 40 billion, so what? Earning every penny back only took me a month. I went from Harvard dork to slick orc physique. Now I'm Lord of the Rings. Take a peek. 3 years to trek to Mecca, man, you must be tripping. One click, I'll get you there overnight with free shipping. I'm hard corporate, top tier in the Forbes list. You couldn't even hit top tier in Civ 6. I'm schooling you like Timbuktu, eating you like Whole Foods. Your ship is still just like the dude who came before you. You ain't fire, can't hold the candle to me. I got the flywheel flows, I revolutionize delivery. Your talent's only beauty like my tax bills. Alexa, what do we have that he lacks?
Skills.
Why is there's a whole minute left of this one? Is there anything special?
Yeah, it's a
at the end?
sponsor.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay. Lyrically, I thought this one was a lot more fun than the last, but the beat, although it's catchy, not very exciting. It felt pretty much the same throughout. And
It was right, that part. Actually, you actually just happened to show where he's playing the instrument, and it does change a little bit to
okay.
Change that.
Fair enough. What else do I got to say about this one? Oh, and it does help a lot that I definitely know who one of these guys is. So it definitely helps the back and forth for me, not knowing who Mansa Musa is. So that was a good touch. And I also wanted to say that it's really funny what they decided to do with Jeff Bezos, because he does not sound like that at all. But I think everyone wants to make fun of him and give him a goofy ass voice, so that was fun. Capn, what did you have to say about this one?
See, I don't know that much about Mansa Musa. I had to look it up on the side just to make sure that I was right, but because it's just like the wealth comparison, I think is the main thing. There might be other things too.
Yeah, just the only other thing is just that they were known for their merchant business to gain that wealth.
But really, my main thought on this while I was listening is, I think that I want to try. I'm going to try and like keep in mind which one was the best, because this was the start of the season, right? The previous one we just listened to.
Yeah,
so
that last one.
Yeah, so I just want to make sure that I'm trying to think of. I'm going to try and keep in mind which one is the best one from the season, and so far this one sounded the best. So
yeah,
I'm going to keep that like in my head. Because I did like it. I think so far, the season, it's not like, I think that they've definitely, it hit in a certain era, and now it's just, I think you said the perfect word, Alex. It's serviceable on a certain level. Like that they're just trying to meet a quota, and I do think that this one meets and surpasses it to some degree.
Totally.
But that's my only thought, really.
Bacon, what do you got to say about this one?
Yeah, definitely. Really, for me personally, this actually was a kind of a way that brought me back to focus on the community. That last one, as good as it sounded, wasn't the one where I was like, still invested with ERB by then. There was a little bit of things that happened between then that I was like, not following them as much. And then this one really brought me back, mainly because seeing Screwface Jean as the guest star for Mansa Musa. So he is, even though I actually wasn't watching him, I was actually just interested they got an actual fan of the series to do it.
Oh,
because
that's awesome. He's a fan?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, he's actually the best known reactor to ERB now. So he's actually invited from that. But specifically, they invited him because they saw on Twitter. Nowadays, this really doesn't happen because they sadly don't check as much with social media like they used to. But a fan had done a Photoshop of his face onto to appear as Mansa Musa against. And as they showed Peter as Jeff Bezos, but in this case, they explained behind the scenes it could have been either one. They went with Lloyd. But yeah, because of a fan, they actually got him for Mansa Musa. So he's actually a Nigerian American rapper. So that actually does fit with the region because it's pretty close to Mali, where he's from. But also, Screwface has actually been a YouTube rapper for quite a long time. He actually was the opener for Kendrick Lamar on his Good Kid, Mad City tour in Nebraska, where he's from. So, he's really good at what he does. So you can really see the talent on display here on the battle.
That's a really fucking cool backstory. I can see why that would bring you back into the fandom, knowing all that info. That's great. Yeah, let's rank this one a lot better than the last one, I thought. But still, I would put it in the anywho tier. I'll put it above the Trump versus Scrooge battle, just in smack dab in the middle of anywho. Alrighty, let's check out the next. Unless you have anything else to add, Mr. Bacon.
I think Lloyd's Bezos voice almost sounds very similar to his Skrillex.
Oh, I can hear that. Yeah. Coming up next, this was a pretty cool one. John Wick versus John Rambo versus John McClane. Let's check it out. Also, really quick, let me acknowledge the chat. Kayla, if you're still in here, welcome in, welcome in. Jeff Bozo, ooh, got him. So true, Mooney. Jeff McLoser, oh, I was watching Screw before he got on ERB. He's so good and like a great dude. That's awesome, Cruz. Willow Amnesty, welcome in. Jeff Bezos, more like, oh, sorry, Jeff Bozo, yeah. Bob Gerald the third VPN, right? So Musa smoked Bezos. That's right. I think they weren't trying very hard to make Bezos look. Okay, let's check out the next one here. John Wick, John Rambo, and John McClane.
John Wick versus John McClane versus John Rambo. Begin!
Alright, guess I'll be the one to draw first blood.
Or maybe you could draw an audience to see any of your new movies.
Come out to the coast, we'll have a few laughs, sounds sweet. But no, I'm stuck here with these two jerkweeds about to kick their ass with bare feet. I'll drop the beat. I'll set it off like it's the top of Nakatomi. Need a fire hose to swing on you, your boat's so below me. I haven't stopped killing it since Carl's brother Tony, and I got your detonators right here. Blow me. Ship your booby traps home, Rambo. Cause you'll never take the W without the P&O. Does your lip hang low? Does it wobble to and fro? Can you string that shit up on your compound bow? Lighten up, Wick, with your brooding saga. How about a little Hakuna Matata, Baba Yaga? You got the trousers, taper, and the watch, spooker. But your acting falls flatter than the Hans. Gruber! Leave the underground coin game to Mario Brothers. And John Bobby. What the fuck's with the chest butter? The bandolier looks heavy as shit. I'm like this prick's ring finger, only need one clip. I've been sharp as shattered glass since the late 80s. And like your late pump, I'll leave you pushing up daisies. Less is more, boys, that's my advice. You, less survival knife, you, more survival wife.
Ooh. I'm gonna need a dinner reservation for 2. John Wick, I'm efficient and lean, a proficient professional killing machine. Underworld overachiever looking dapper as I'm bucking. Only one of us to go 3 chapters without sucking. Between your elevator and the mine where you were trapped, you're such wieners I should call you both John Shaft. I craft rhymes with pencils, then jam them in necks, so I'm not vexed by vets flexing roid injected pecs. Being excommunicado wasn't more than I could handle, so I think I can withstand an excremental ex-commando. And this sad broken dad joke at Popo is no foe for the virtuoso bad virtuoso. Ho 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 to quivers and bows, I'm delivering blows, and when they land it won't help to make fists with your toes. Bitcoin, no. Hitcoin, certainly. I'll put you 2 in tune, call it cryptocurrency. Obey your superior like good cops and soldiers. Raven, Roy, you're done. Over.
Nothing is over! Nothing! You just don't turn it on! Unless it's one of your movies. In which case, I just turn it on! When I rip off my shirt and start swinging my 6 swords, I'm hotter than the suicide girls on your switchboard. My headband's red, but I got no love for comedy. No juice was used to produce these armies. High table rules don't apply to this conflict. I'll finish you right in the lobby. Mission accomplished. South is where your marriage went. The last pipe thing you slid in was an airbend. They used to say you were a handsome crusader. Too bad your hairline couldn't get saved by Steve Urkel's neighbor. Oh, I slip into the jungle, disappear like a ghost. Then ding, I pop up behind you like pulse. I seek peace, but I'm packing parabellum. I was trained to be the very best soldier boy. I'm blasting RPG through NYPD's guts. Simon says you can PTSD done.
Jesus Christ, asshole, what are you doing? This is not some Saturday morning cartoon for you to ruin.
Only thing getting ruined is McClane family Christmas. All your kids still have decent dad on their wish list.
Whoa, Rambo dropping bombs in his flows. Did your pals in the Taliban help you write those?
Those were Mujahideen, there's a difference. The Taliban formed in the 90s when you fell off with a vengeance.
Hey, who the fuck asked you, dog pound? Why don't you go lock your mouth in a hole in the ground?
Oh,
You're both a funeral suit away from presentable. I'm thinking I'm bad, and I'm thinking you're expendable.
You wanna die hard? Well, today's a good day. Let's go, motherfuckers! Yippee-ki-yay!
Something about this one just feels very awkward. I don't know why. I can't explain it. It just felt real awkward. I think no one in particular, no one's voice sounded particularly good, or this is not something I'd ever want to rewatch just because it was kind of hard for me to hear. I didn't have anything interesting to say about the instrumental either. Also this costume's funny. It reminds me a lot of that costume that wrestler Hulk Hogan. That's what it reminded me of.
Well, obviously a big improvement though.
Yeah, definitely. But it did remind me a lot of that. But yeah, I don't have anything positive to say about this one. Capn Quasar, what do you have to say?
Honestly, it sucks because I liked it. Not like it sucks, but I'm saying it sucks because I like the fact that it had a lot of good references, some pretty good jokes. I didn't really like the beat. They were trying to do stuff which was interesting, like adding like the Christmas bells during McClane's part. Like there were certain things that were interesting about it, but I didn't like the way that it started and the way that like it dropped. Rambo, he was going way heavy on the Stallone and like to the point of like at first I laughed and I was like, oh, that's kind of funny. But then like literally like 2 or 3 lines, I'm sure if like anybody was watching and like if you rewind it and see my face, I'm sure like 2 to 3 lines after he started, you just see my face go like just drop completely.
Right.
And that was basically how I felt the rest of the time through. And it sucks because I liked a lot of the references. I thought it wasn't poorly put together. It was just their abilities to play the characters was very lacking, and I think that shined through the most.
Definitely. Yeah, I'm just at a loss. I'm very disappointed. Bacon, what do you have to say?
Yeah, for the first, I'll say coincidentally earlier today at a friend's server, they actually were watching Die Hard because of the Christmas movie debate. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's a funny coincidence. This also was meant for you know, Christmas season 2021.
Yeah.
You know, just because of that. But it's their first attempt at doing this 3-way format. Maybe that's what felt awkward because it's one verse each, and then they do get you know, the ending where they're back and forth. But it's more to me. I'm bothered that it's like mostly McClane. Like he's, you know, he is most talkative, but he's got a lot saying, but he's not really delivering them to, like, you know, do a good rebuttal. They're more rebuking him more often. But no, I would say this. I did enjoy it, but it's not among my favorites. Like for when it released, it was a lot of hype, but I think now it's kind of cooled down, and some people may have issues. I think for the most part, McClane's is still liked, although I wasn't too as much of a fan of the voice. But I think the other voices also, they obviously were more on the impression as well, where it's, you know, what you said about Rambo. So yeah, it's definitely like he looks the part, but he also is very dependent on sounding like Stallone. I don't know how it could have, like, to many people it was a surprise that they went with Rambo first before Rocky. But of course Peter could put on an actual like fake muscle suit for that. And then Zach is John Wick works really well, I'd say, but some people just aren't as much a fan. So yeah, I guess it is now more recently mixed, but I think it's still pretty liked for some people, especially for how they handle it, with, you know, each of the figures kind of having their influence on the action genre.
Gotcha. Jules pointed out earlier that John Wick looks a lot like Moist Critical here, and that's what I was thinking the whole time too. I'm like, oh, they should have just casted him. That would have been.
Yeah, he gets compared to that look too.
All right, I'm gonna rank this one. I gotta say, I like
Chad
the
is right. Chad is right.
Hey,
I'm
Jules, thanks so much for
disabled.
the Alex the Fiction gift so much. I liked it better than the first one. Oh no, I don't like it. I like the first one was just a touch
Chad
better.
is right. Chad is right. I'm disabled.
This one, I'm gonna put this one to the bottom here.
So as of now, the last time we've seen Zach.
What'd you say?
The last time we've seen Zach, even though he wasn't there all of last season, but he comes back for this one and he hasn't returned since as of now.
Okay, got it. All right, anything else to note before we move on, Mr. Bacon?
Nothing coming to mind right now.
Good. Coming up next, Laura Croft versus Indiana Jones. That's a pretty cool matchup. Got really quick. Why did they have Peter as Ted, not him as John Wick? The potholes make this unwatchable. Bob Gerald. Hey, Icon, welcome in. John Wick is literally Moist Critical. So says Zach, we do as Borat. Ooh, that Zach in another battle. Do people really love Zach?
Oh yeah, like I said, I got to know him a bit.
Tough Guy says we be in Sequoia. bring back so. Fell apart once Rambo came. Why Lloyd kind of active observed. I don't know who that is. That's pretty fun. Coming up next, Laura Craft versus Indiana Jones.
A background battles of history. Laura Croft versus Indiana Jones.
Let's get this battle cracking. I'll leave you like a reboot, flattened. You used to be the queen of booby trapping. What happened? You got too woke to be fun. Now my Indiana kinda don't want none. Too many voices inside you. You burn through women quicker than I do. I think you should have dropped Hollywood as an option when even Angelina gave you up for adoption. Let's cut to the chase. Oh wait, he died. I guess you couldn't tap the addicts in time. The bandicoot to your family's playing in ashes. Kid, you got a tragic history but crashes. The puzzle I'm trying to beat is figuring out why you're dressed for the beach. I've seen more class than the kids that teach. You can rise all you want, now I'm still out of reach. So go grab your relics and run. You verse me is sword versus gun. Honey, just the first 4 notes of my theme exceed everything you've done.
Dr. Jones, you're no rival. You've been getting owned since Gimme the Whip, Throw Me the Idol. Indiana Conda, for heaven's sake, you'd shit those dickies at a garter snake. You stole your famous leather daddy jacket and Stetson from the cold dead hands of Charlton Heston. Some ladies mistake you for brave and hunky, but you're such a toxic date you could kill a little monkey. Marion is 15 when you raided her bow. That's no time for love, Dr. Jones. This is one temple that you'll never be exploring. You're not John Williams, so you ain't scoring. 3 decades in the game and my fans still adore me. You tried alien skulls and chose poorly. Your whole story got blown up on a sitcom. There's a big bang you can't hide in the fridge from. Hang up the whip before you crack a hip. I think even Mutt wants you to quit.
Just do it!
I kill dinosaurs for fun. What's another old geezer? I'll lock this battle up like Winston in the freezer.
Dinosaurs belong in a museum.
I've been served a full course meal of chilled Indian voodoo, and they don't even kill as many animals as you do. You're corrupting the youth. They should be outside, not trying to unload the barrels on your thighs. You might have ditched those pistols akimbo, but you're still the same rich backflipping bimbo. A brat with a treasure map to catastrophe, stuff in your knapsack with innocent casualties. Square Enix didn't watch anymore. That's why they dropped you like a J in the floor. When they designed your core, they ripped my style and jiggled in a bit of girl's Polygon Wild.
You took 3D to uncharted territory. Now you're just in uncharted territory. Overshadowed by Drake like, well wait, somebody needs to make a tune for your old game.
If you want a top game, stick to sorry. That verse was worse than your crap on Atari. Aw, Fedora the Explorer thinks he's tough. You must have gotten dragged behind too many trucks. So strap some blocks on short rounds and pump the brakes. The only overshadowed thing is that face. I'm whooping you so bad I should get flagged for cheating. Like Muller ran with a heart and he's taking a beating. I'm the first wet dream gamers ever had. You're a Halloween costume for out-of-shape dad. Oof, my bad. Your dad was never present. At best, the affection you got was sloppy seconds. You ditched your sidekick, never met your own kid. Cause his mum cut you off like a rope bridge. You're a dog, Indiana, that's fact. The only thing you're loyal to's a hat, no cap. Your face straight melted and you lost that smolder. So make like a boulder and roll your ass over. Cause Junior, the baby boomer beating me and rapping, that's like my new codes. Never gonna happen.
Whole wall. Whole
That was pretty decent. I gotta say, so far for this season, I think I've enjoyed that one the most. Purely because the beat was pretty fun, pretty energetic. The raps were quick, at least for Laura Croft's part. I didn't like Indiana's voice too much, but that's pretty much my main complaint. And the disses were fine. I thought they were good. Not overly great or anything, but so yeah, I thought it was fine. Capn, what did you?
Yeah, I thought it was good. I think as a battle, I probably liked it more than the Jeff Bezos Mansa Musa, but I just prefer Mansa Musa's verse. I guess he just had a really good verse. But as a battle, I really liked it, and it's interesting because I feel like this is a battle you would have expected like way earlier on. Like it seems kind of like almost obvious in a way. And I liked a lot of the references too, like or a lot of the lines too. They had a lot of good references and stuff. They definitely could have done more, but I don't know. It's kind of hard where I think it's hard to decide if you're just trying to go for like good disses or if you're just trying to make references. I think that's kind of like a hard line to toe for sure. But I did like it. I did like it, and like I said, I think that part of it is it feels like something that would have been a lot earlier on.
Yeah, I think they did a good in between like disses and references, because someone like me who is like somewhat familiar with both characters, I was able to follow along pretty much throughout the whole song, which was good. Bacon, what did you think?
Yeah, really for this actually, I would say I am the least enthusiastic on it compared to you because I would say it's even, close to the best in this season. I actually think until we get to another, it's kind of like ends up as the worst. Because well, the beat is actually to me a bit one note. It sounds pretty simple, like just a basic, what would fit these characters, but doesn't do anything, out of the ordinary on it. And really, a lot of fan complaints on this, for me especially, is they really more treat Indiana Jones as if he's like an old man yelling at like this person who's like so much younger, like as if she's Gen Z or something. And they kind of go that way with the lingo. So that's why I would say is really not great representation because this one has been around for a while for them to do it since like probably the first or second season. If not for her, it's either like Han Solo or James Bond that was for Indiana Jones. But this one was a long time coming. It's just I don't think it delivered. In fact, it actually Peter said in a comment there that there were like 30 rewrites for it, but I really wouldn't be able to tell that they perfected it because I just think they really missed the mark in some of these lines. Or if you remember when I was saying how like they used a cereal box diss from season 1 to make it a brag in season 5. In this case, it was Lara Croft is bragging about how she's like the first wet dream gamers had, but Master Chief was dissing gamers for being horny back in season 2. So like there's one thing I noticed about it.
Okay, very interesting. It was, I know, like around this time, maybe a few years after that, there was an Indiana Jones movie that people universally shat on. Had that come out by this time?
Oh, actually, not yet. I think the announcement of it at least was known when this battle came out.
Okay, so maybe that I want to know if like maybe they knew Indiana Jones was going to be an old guy for that movie, and they decided to write him like an old
They
guy?
were doing. What's funny is they were like 2008 was when Crystal Skull had come out, and in that one they were already doing like oh, Indiana's so out of his prime, like he's way older now, and then they still do another Indiana Jones sequel like 15 years later.
And maybe you know a bit more about Indiana Jones to me because I will say I was praising it a little bit about the references, but I think a little bit more of the references were on Laura Croft, like toward Laura Croft. They probably could have done a little bit more with Indiana Jones. Did you catch any specific, like, I guess there are specific ones, but would you say that it's weighed in any direction?
For me, I think they kind of tried, but like say I know a really huge Indiana Jones fan, and this battle did kind of pretty much let him down on it. Just more of the angle and direction they were going with, because it doesn't really paint Indiana Jones as like in the heroic light. They kind of just like say he is. They are not really showing it or kind of like giving as much this material to have him act that way.
All right, let's rank this one. Even with all your input, which I agree is very, very interesting, Bacon, I still very much enjoyed that one, just as a very casual person who knows slightly about both of the franchises. I'm gonna put it, but even with all that said, it still didn't blow me away or nothing. I'll still put it in anywho. I'll put it at the top.
None of them have even left the tier yet.
Yeah, it's just pretty much, it's just very serviceable. Hey. Alrighty, we have Henry Ford versus Karl Marx. That's an interesting matchup. Load it up. Let's chat really quick. Jules says, I like to LOL aloud loudly. It's fun. You literally LOL'd. Yeah, I audibly laughed. Cool.
Love a rafflecopter?
Do food battles next. Oh, that's Smosh, right? Yeah, that actually would be really fun to watch.
I don't know that I got claimed by a Smosh thing.
Oh,
Be
shit,
careful.
I hate this beat. It says, I thought it was pretty energetic. It kept me. Indie first verse was great. I also liked his first verse a lot. That was fun. Laura Croft.
I think one of the,
go for Capn.
I think one of the issues with like picking who likes what beats, it ends up becoming like a personal thing. Like if you prefer trap or if you prefer, like, you know what I mean, like the specific styles are going to end up like influencing how you feel about specific battles for sure.
Totally. And I like that we disagree on which beat sounds better or not.
I actually think this next beat is definitely an interesting influence, and I quite like it.
So I was rewatching some of the old ones that we listened to, and I gotta say, I think my favorite beat was the Boba Fett versus the Marvel superhero, the Deadpool, yeah,
Deadpool.
Yeah, Deadpool. That beat fucking rocked, dude. I listened to that song on repeat like 20 times in a row last night. I'm like, dude, this is actually super, super good.
Did it change placement?
I want to change placements at the end once we.
All right.
But yeah, let's step into it. Henry Ford versus Karl Marx.
Henry Ford. Mr. Motor City needs some medicine red. My lines are a production, your lines are red. Disassembling timepieces is how I got my start now. Watch me tear your ideology apart. You scream, unite the workers, free the class slaves. Lose your change, trade them in for mass graves. I would stop it. Wow, appalling amounts of body bag. When a world leader likes you, that's a red flag. I produce with my two hands, you're a destitute tramp. Scheming to trade bootstraps in for food stamps. Any person tried to seize my private property will catch a torn press to his private parts properly. Who takes advice from a broke slob? It's laughable. I wouldn't wipe my tailpipe with your DOS capital. If you'd saved a penny for his daughter you named Jenny, you might not have needed to bury quite so many.
Who's that proud young Nogalian, heavy drinking card carrying, future thinking legal leather Inca proletariat? It's Karl Marx, prepare to be rhinestone. I'm dropping you like Hitler dropped your name in Mein Kampf. My codes didn't cause mass grave. We did get that from books, but you didn't read shit. Your self-made man studies them from a tortoise. Your daddy's two hands gave you a free father birth. You were the first of 6 kids till the 7th killed your mother. Maybe that's why you spied at your workers like Big Brother. Your Model T, total lack of style is killing me. They can take shit from you according to ability. Do what your first car can't and back up. Beating means like your city in Brazil. Nuts!
Don't step that close without some beard shampoo, son. You lived in Cologne. Look like you could've used some. I drip a style like a dipstick drips oil. You look as sick as your chronic dick boil. I'm mass producing abuse on a utopian hobo. I'm throwing you for loops like the F of my logo. I gave men work, you brought nothing but harm. Take your booze while pigs shit back to Animal Farm.
Your factory conditions were bleak. Crap with machines, cranking out 4 severed fingers a week. You controlled what employees could think, drink, and eat. And when they marched for better wages, shot them dead in the street. In truth, what you produced were alienated working men who would clock into Detroit and lose themselves like Eminem. And now your Great Lakes state ain't exactly a great sight. You were West of Michigan and Flint's water bites.
You griped about oppression, don't leave me impressed. You're not hot, Carl, that's just shit on your chest. For Amanda State West, she got an awful lot to say. I pay you $5 a day to go away. And Buddy Engels bankrolled you with this textile bill. I guess the capitalists are cool when they're paying your bills. You're a hypocrite, a nitwit, and slub with substance issues. Step off your soapbox, take the soap with you.
Look, dummy, shedding money is the communist vision. Engels Bank was the crank that got the revolution spinning. We gave everything to see the common people advance. I'm so down with the cause, I even pawned my own pants. You grew so out of touch, you sabotaged your only kid. It's a stomach cancer, showed more love than you did. Sucker grants, your legacy is in ashes. Remembered as the fascist sympathizing cause of climate change and car crashes. From your newspaper to your Nazi factory, cross the pond. Frankly, Hank, it's clear as which side you are on. This battle's been applaud like that hemorrhage in your head. I leave a floor as expected, found on road dead.
Oh, I definitely agree with you, Bacon. That beat rocked, and it changed a lot throughout too, which I thought was really fun. I liked the song as it went along. I didn't like Carl's first verse, but I think it was 2 and 3 verses that they each did. I thought the second half of the song was really, or the second half of this rap battle was really. And yeah, I like the back and forth a lot too. And obviously, this is like capitalism versus socialism, two people to represent each side. Capn, what do you think?
I definitely agree with chat. This one is peak, but I'm sure you've talked about it before. Do they have like a group of producers that they work with, or is there just like an individual producer? Like, how are the beats made?
Oh, in this one, actually, that's when they started to actually decide we can make our beats in-house because they don't have to pay for the, rights to use it and to any royalties for it. So this is actually the first one that's entirely produced by, I believe it was Peter. He even stated that he was looking into 90s influenced boom bap tutorials for how to make it.
Cool. Yeah, it definitely has a whole different vibe from everything else we've listened. Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. I think this is probably the best one so far from this. Any
Yeah, definitely, a lot of people agree.
Any interesting insights to give us?
Yeah, this one was actually one that won from a poll, so it's like the first time they really decided to make the battle in which, you know, audience actually voted for this time, which is actually a bit of a shame because not only did this win, but it beat like 3 other really great ideas in that poll. So it could have, you know, definitely gone either way for great potential ones. Even then, this is so one was definitely for trying to remember. So it was Diego Maradona versus Tom Brady was one. I'm gonna blank a bit on here. I think someone in chat at least knows, and I'll probably check that in a bit. Oh, this was originally requested for the most part as being Adam Smith versus Karl Marx, but you know, if you look into Marx and what he believed, he agreed with a lot of Adam Smith. He just used a lot of his writings as the basis for, you know, the communism and the Communist Manifesto. So that definitely wouldn't have worked. But Henry Ford actually does have a lot of opposing beliefs that would make them fight, because they both also believed in sort of like a utopia for what they wanted for their economic ideologies.
Yeah, I thought the matchup was fantastic.
And actually, if you go to the You Decide real quick, it actually does show the poll. I just remembered that.
Oh, really? Okay, let's take a look. Oh, there we go. Oh, there's a bunch of people on here.
Yeah. So Vincent van Gogh versus Andy Warhol is actually one that could be planned, because they hinted at that as a royale with Dali Kahlo and a certain other, you know, unknown last figure. But then P.T. Barnum versus Vince McMahon also was very close to being considered. Don't know if they would still want to go with that though.
I like that though. That is a nice matchup.
Oh yeah, definitely. A lot of people love that one. But yeah, no, that was, as I said, it was like very potentially heavy hitting battles, but you know, this one managed to get out in the end. I guess, you know, some people say it's good to have the you know, historical figures who need it, and at this point, yeah, they were really long overdue for both of them.
Definitely. I think I'd like to see even more on the more re-listens, because there was a lot in there.
Yeah. Yeah. Plus, it's like these have a lot of meat to it, so that's why you definitely enjoyed it more than the ones where you didn't really understand both figures. But not only that, it's like these two, they also just like, there's a lot you can say. So as you know, they made it for 3 verses. In my opinion, I do think I agree with what you said, where Marx was getting better by the end of the rap battle, but I think Henry Ford kind of peaked with the start and didn't have as much later on.
Yeah, I felt that way too. A little flip flop there in terms of quality of bars. So I ranked it in on the second tier. It was okay. It was alright. I had fun with that one, I guess, is where I'm placed. I'm putting it right above Moses versus Santa Claus. Alrighty. Got the chat here. Wish Vince McMahon versus P. Barnum won. I don't know who P.T. Barnum is, but I would love to see him.
Barnum and Bailey.
Do you know the Barnum Bailey, or if you know Greatest Showman, they kind of did an inaccurate story about his life.
Okay. Next one is probably the most decisive ERB, at least to me.
So yeah, polarizing. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think you meant divisive. Interesting. I looked at it. It said Red Baron versus White Death. What's White Death? I know we'll get into it. I was just so curious. I just gotta ask you now. Who the hell is that?
Sniper.
Yeah, Sniper.
Oh, Sniper.
From Finland.
I've suggested Professor X as an alternative Barnum matchup. Hi, Alex. I love you. I love you too, Mooney.
Yeah, I will say with the possibility of Vince McMahon, like, I don't know, it's sort of weird, because I will give it insight to this. Peter was you know, liked the idea of Andrew Tate of all people in the ERB. Like, I don't know, he was just fascinated with it. So to me, it is a little weird. In comparison. Vince McMahon is like a no, but I think Vince McMahon is in the same lane of Donald Trump. Like, they're using him so many times despite all his crimes, but like, Vince McMahon is at least still very much the figurehead of WWE for a long time.
I know they kind of, like, you know, threw Cosby to the side quickly, but they did use Cosby too. So
yeah, I think it's like Cosby to overshadow, but like Vince McMahon already showed that he was just an asshole, and everyone knew he was an asshole. I think that's why, like, you don't really have to just glorify him; you can just tear him down for everything.
I hope that's not. They're just not afraid to use controversy. He used fucking Trump for. I like how Lloyd read some of Marx's work. Write this battle. Oh, how Dick Boyle sounds like an actor, not back on. Fix the bait. I was tweaking when this one came. Yeah, a lot of love for that one. And to pull better is if Margaret Thatcher versus Tony Stark was. All right, coming up next, Godzilla versus King Kong.
Up back bottles of Victory! Godzilla versus King Kong! From the depths of the sea, the king of the monster to up tall. This Kong's getting conquered. I'll go with Rodan. I'll threaten the homies from a social primate. You seem lonely. Your only friend is a damsel in distress who cringes while you slip on a ripped off dress. You're a chimpanzee on the lizard of thunder. When I'm crushing on a girl, it means a foot she comes under. Back with the humans centering their abuse, getting chained up and roofied on some goofy berry juice. I eat up a whole city like some Tokyo play. You get spoon-fed on red like here comes the airplane. I'm dropping off the Empire Field like Jersey Smollett. This beat down is real. I got this battle covered like a bento lid. I'll make an ass out of you like Nintendo did. The only game I play is Rampage, Lizzie. Beauty kills this beast that you just ain't pretty. The way your ass brain is hanging with these monkey bars. You ain't got punchlines, you barely even got arms. You came off the base for Frankenstein, first time we made a movie. And I dumped on you like Barkley at the base of Mount Fuji. Face facts, cankles, you can't fill since yourself. So they bring the mammal in the nursery fills back to hell. Don't you coast to me, I'm as old as Death Row. Rippin' RKO, and we don't have to tell her. The eighth wonder of the world, and the word when I rhyme. If you think you're mine, can't compete with mine. Just say you're batting this captain, your words don't match your actions. You weren't even the bombest monster from the CG was cracking. I could stay in your land and horizon, goldfish and rice. Come to New York and King Kong, a bing bong, fuck your life. You must be from Hollow Earth, all your threats are empty. I could blow you out with one breath, don't tempt me, monkey. That was some shit you just threw. Worst kaiju comebacks in Pacific Rim 2. Pieces kids outstanding Manila. You couldn't measure up to the sin of Godzilla. Stick to tongue wrestling T-Rexes and sea snakes. You're such a joke, Jack Black's in your remake. Tighten your fish lips around tenacious ski way to rap Godzilla. More like brave me. Japan, you were a metaphor for nuclear war. But in Hollywood, they left your balls on the cutting room floor. And then the 90s didn't make you any cooler. What kind of bumpy chump gets pumped by Ferris Bueller? So go ahead and blow blue. I'ma make you cold blue. I'm an oxygen destroyer, and now you're all doomed. Oh, you shouldn't try to talk about the atom. The beast from 20,000 fathoms couldn't fathom. You could come at me with Iron Man and so I'll still destroy. I'm bigger than riches and I'm swinging digits and triplets like Victoria. My voice cuts deep like I'm rubbing on a double bass. I spit the birds but turn Skull Island into Pompeii. Surfing up some animated rabbit fur from me. It's the saddest death of a gorilla since around me. Damn, I despise you, make weak tokusatsu. Soft like some tall flex that kaiju haiku. See me out like I did to Mechanical. Fuck you and the balloons you rode in on. Anyways, that was more disappointing than your anime. Like 98 is just another egg you lay. You ugly boss motherfucker, still don't know how you got pregnant. Your whole suit's of being rubber. Got no fear of Gojira, I ain't here on no monsterverse. The only Honda vehicle that don't retain a war. There'll be no victory dance, your cheap fans will leave no sense. Cause if you drop kick at me, I'll shove a tree on your neck. On the apex scrape, egg brain with the hate ass. Like all monsters attack their rap to recycle crap. This awful gorilla won't be bringing no silver bands. Just like Ryan Grace, you even dead since the first ass.
Kevin, I saw you laughing. I don't know which direction you're gonna go with. Like, is it like for me? Okay, let me show what I thought. It looks so bad.
This is like the worst thing I've ever seen.
Okay, thank God. I was worried that you were like vibing with it or something.
No, dude, I saw you bobbing your head. What are you talking about?
I was trying to get into it. I was trying my hardest. I'm trying to come in these like with the best intentions possible.
I was trying to, and then immediately when I saw King Kong, I was gone. No, it looks like someone said it looks like Bigfoot, and I'm sending you a link to an action figure that it looks exactly like.
Okay, thank God. I was
just
like,
the brown-
I was
it's
so
brown.
nervous that you're gonna be like, yeah, that was pretty good.
That was fire. That was my favorite one.
I was so nervous because the whole time, like, it was so visually like distracting. I couldn't even pay attention to what they were saying most of the time. And then when I was trying to pay attention to what they were saying, the voice just sounded so muddy. It was even hard to even understand. Like,
the
they were saying
Godzilla was
at the
super. It was peaking, like the entire thing was peaking.
And there was one really ridiculous part. I think King Kong does a verse in part of a verse in sign language. I'm like, that's not cool. That's not cool to do in a rap.
I'm telling you, show the link that I sent you in our chat real quick. It looks exactly like this action figure.
Oh shit, it does.
It's Bigfoot.
Nice.
It's not Godzilla at all.
Oh.
To me, it looks like the Sasquatch from Total Drama Island.
Yeah, it does. It's just so bad. It looks nothing like the main point is it looks nothing like King Kong.
Well, Godzilla looks like just a toy too.
Well, I mean, that would be okay if that's what they were going for. Like they could have made. That's why I was like, okay, like that's kind of that's a vibe to go for. But then when it was this shitty siege, like that just looks terrible. Look at that. Yeah.
That one was
literally
probably was the easiest scene for them to animate because his arms and legs weren't moving, and now he just floated in. Look at that.
That's why they put it here because they were like, we don't need to want to fucking animate.
Look, dude,
anything
look,
anymore.
he's fucking just standing still. Look at him. Look at him go. He's just coming towards the screen.
It's not even proper floating. Yeah, no, that's literally why they did that. That has to be the reason they did that.
But yeah,
But okay. Tell us, Bacon, how this is somehow a fan favorite. Everybody knows this one.
I will say, one of the most influential people in the fan-made battle community said that when he heard this, he got ear blasted by 2013 Mancha Audio, which is like an old channel who also made like their audios in really bad mic quality. So in that sense, yeah, it's kind of agreeable that the mixing is not the best here. The voice is very much like that because, well, Peter said in behind the scenes, he wants Godzilla to sound like a monster. But to me, it just ruins the replayability of wanting to really go back to it. I mean, I've heard it enough times before just because I was making like projects out of it, but I do agree this one's really kind of more missed potential. And this is entirely new territory that they were doing for mocap animation and trying to get that done, I think, through Unreal Engine. And I remember there was like, people who were saying like, I've worked with Unreal Engine before. I definitely could have, helped out with this. I think they showed that it was really rough for them to try to get to it for the first time. There were some creative elements that they applied to it that, wouldn't have, they did try their best on that. But they didn't really make it look like to you. It looks very, unfinished in a way. And yeah, no, the last verse is definitely where it really goes to like die, I guess.
I'm not trying to shit on epic rap battles, Bacon, but I don't think it just looks unfinished to me.
Yeah, it's just, I think they were, getting to this actually because of first Godzilla vs. Kong in 2021. Lloyd was announcing how they were like, planning to do something big when that movie was releasing. Nothing came of it. So then another 3 years passed by. Then they released this one, and because of the sequel. So it took them that long to try to get all that finished. And yeah, as I said, very divisive, polarizing. Fans have their really strong opinions towards it.
I think that people have strong opinions towards things because they like the properties that are surrounding them. Because I love Godzilla and King Kong, and that's the reason I don't like this, is because I feel like they could have, like you said, it was a missed opportunity. They could have done so much more. And I think that that is a good, like, that was what I was noticing at first, is I was like, is this mocap? Like, what are they doing? Like, how are they animating this? And I think
they show that at the end, actually.
Okay, they do. Okay, because I think that was probably the issue that it became, because you could tell that it's just like the models that they're using, they might just be literally like free assets that they got online.
Oh yeah, no,
like,
in the sense of King Kong's, yeah, no, they did say, yeah, that's a Bigfoot we pulled for a monkey model. I think they edited a little bit.
This one could have used
more
time in the oven.
I actually didn't. Here's the thing. Like I'm saying, I'm shitting on the way it looks. The lines and stuff weren't too bad. They could have done a little bit more, but I do also think that the properties themselves, you'd have a lot more to work with Godzilla than King Kong, to be fair. So this is me trying to give an actual critique of it, not just shit on the whole thing. But overall, I think that it made me laugh more than it made me interested in the actual battle, and I think that's a problem in terms of what they're trying to do.
Yeah, and also it's like they did actually try with the references. I definitely get that. They show the research, but at the same time, like a few lines were really good with that. I really in particular love like I'm an oxygen destroyer and now you're O2. So that was a cool one. But then there's like stuff is they're describing like, oh, my voice cuts deep like I'm rubbing on a double bass, like just because that's like a whole production thing. And then like something about animated rabbit fur flambe, like that's also just something relating to King Kong's production. So it's like a little much. They could have really swapped out some lines.
Gotcha.
Well, and I think it kind of goes to like what I was saying, where it's like they just showed like all of there's a lot of things like Gojira and 20,000, like they're doing certain references, but then it's just like he calls King Kong monkey is like his that's like one of his lines. It just kind of gets lost in at some point, and that mixed with it's not even poor animation. It really is the models that are the problem. Because honestly, I honestly don't have a problem with the Godzilla one. If I'm being completely honest, I don't really have a problem with it.
That's what he's known for. Like initially they showed a teaser where it was at first the Shin Godzilla model, but then they went with this one to, I guess, more flexibility on it.
Yeah, and it's like it's stylized. They were trying to make it look like they were trying to do something with it, which I can appreciate. But yeah, it's just I think that the King Kong is where it just completely gets lost.
Yeah. They also do their first fart joke since Palin versus Gaga.
Right. Did. I did not appreciate it. was not a fan of that line. But yeah, speaking about the quality of the models, I think the Godzilla one looks funny. The King Kong one is fucking hilarious. But yeah,
if the King Kong one would have been better, then it would look fine. Like that's the thing. The Godzilla one might look a little goofy or whatever, but I think you could pass that for being stylized and it being their first like 3D animated.
I'm gonna put this at the I fucking hated it actually. Now just thinking back on it, I really hated that one. I'm gonna put it at the top of Love Sabra.
That's fair. I mean, in terms of production value, it's definitely it surpasses all of those. So you have to give it that. But is that production value? What does it go to at the end of the day?
I know, right? Based on just how it sounds and how it looked, it's so bad and distracting. It doesn't matter how good the bars were. It just falls flat. Just trying to look at this.
Yeah.
All right, we got another presidential one coming up. Donald Trump versus Kamala.
Divisiveness does not stop here.
It's 5 minutes 25 seconds. I always get worried when we come into these.
Oh no.
But I've always been pleasantly surprised. I've been expecting that Trump wants to be bad for whatever reason. I don't know why. But hopefully they keep his character the same as they did with the other two. So let's check it out. Let me acknowledge the chat really quick. Oh shit.
You should read chat for a second. I need to grab something.
All right, go for it. The chat has a lot to say about those. RIP. Oh god, Trump versus Harris is coming. Not this one. Oh no. Trump versus Harris is a parasite. Fuck. I am fucking scared too, Jules. Oh, Jared, thank you so much for the donation earlier. I forgot to say what's up. Let me see if it's still up on the screen. Yes. Jarhead said, epic rap battles of history always reminds me of high school lunch arguments. That's so true. That's so right. Yeah, in middle school and in high school, me and my friends would listen to these, and then we would talk about, oh, yeah, Hitler so owned Darth Vader and that, and like, yeah, we would just go back and we're talking about that. Very nostalgic for sure. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to do this. At least for the first two seasons, extreme nostalgia for me. And I've always been curious about what all these other ones were. They've been doing them for years, so it was just such a fun idea to listen to them all. The best part of this battle is the deep cuts reference characters, but even then, not all of them hit. Oh, very interesting. No soul in here. Oh, it's it. I went. No, that was right. Yeah, Jules says there was no soul in that one. I don't get why people praise this as if One of their greatest kinds of work. Really? Amazing. All right, guys. I can't wait. Rip to what Alex and Capn are about to witness. Oh God. Let's check it out.
Hot background bottles of history. Donald Trump. Buzz
I've got the best word plays. Ask my supporters. I've got more disabilities than a New York Times reporter. You're a scam. Your whole nomination is a hoax. Your party is so pro-choice they aborted a state's right to vote. Pencil-pushing pussy bows think you could scare me with prison? Get your mugshot and your mugshot. Then come talk to me about convictions. To the radical left, you should be embarrassed. The way you divide our country, I'll call you Camel Toe Harris. Your inflation's got our nation clipping coupons. While it's leaking worse than a wet lab in Wuhan. I had every American's 401k thriving. Stock market's higher than the planes full of migrants you fly in. And don't even try to deny the cognitive decline you were hiding. Prop it up Joe like it was Wicked and Biden. I'm here to teach you what losing to a winner feels like. Ask Pence. I know how to drop a mic.
I know you're not all ears, but listen up close. You are JD Vance's beer and level weird. You are gross. You've been bending American decency over a barrel. Giving Lady Liberty the finger like Beasley and Carol in that big creepy house with our secrets stacked in piles. From documents to pedos, you spend too much time with files. Having sleepovers with Laura Loomer? What's going on with you? Can't you afford more than Timu Melania? You failed in your own city. Bank ballot box in court. You're home alone too. You lost in New York. I was there on January 6th. It wasn't fun for me. Just like your bowels, I was evacuated suddenly. You are history's least hopeful, presidential hopeful, mood swinging wildly like stock and truth social. I'm here to build bridges from Texas to Niagara Falls.
She's even got better. Wow.
I hope you wrote that commie crap in red because you're taking a huge loss. Is anything worse for you than Afghanistan did for your boss? A man handed you everything you ever did. You couldn't make your own way, couldn't even make your own kids.
Your mommy was absent when you were just a little baby. And if she saw you now, she'd wish she were a childless cat lady. And if your racist landlord daddy wasn't dead to kill him, seeing me living rent-free in your head.
Well, I know how you failed the bar exam after that. I guess the half of you whose job it is to rap isn't black.
Oh, good one. You ketchup-smelling edgelord. You rock the beat softer than Stormy Daniels' headboard.
I can't believe I'm even in a race with this hog. Hope you're in makeup in Ohio, cause they're eating the dogs!
Donald, I'm putting you away like a rapist back in Cali. You should leave this battle early, like the crowds at your rallies.
I have all the biggest rallies.
Yes? Well, I've got Taylor Swift.
You're ugly.
You are ugly.
Well, you're a Marxist.
Jumping Jesus H. Huckleberry Christ on a crutch. No one wants to fight about politics this much. You, Madam Red, White, and Pantsuit. Don't let getting higher be the greatest thing you ever do. And you, sweet baby back ribs up in heaven. Try not to slide democracy straight to chapter 11. I've come here on the back of my musky antlered beast with a message for whichever one of you sucks the least. This government was founded on self-evident truths. So keep it of the people, by the people, for the people. Moles, who won?
God damn it. what was with that beat? Okay, so they kept Trump consistent, at least in terms of like the quality of his bars. I thought the bars were not too bad for Trump, but the flow and the beat was horrible. Like there was like slow motion. They like they took all the other ones that they watered them down like 80%. Like it doesn't hit like at all. Falls so flat.
It had it started like the beat was underproduced, and then towards the end the beat was overproduced. Like it seemed very simplistic in the beginning, and then they added a lot of elements towards the end, and it didn't help. And honestly, I didn't like it. Had a good amount of like switching the beat between like, you know, as they were going back and forth, and usually that works. But yeah, this beat, and maybe that was part of the reason that he was a little bit his flow was a little bit off. But I just did not. I didn't vibe with it personally. The lines were decent, but also doing doing the politics one, it works, but I don't know. It kind of gets played out at a certain point when it keeps having to be Trump, I guess. Like if it was somebody else, it would kind of work. But I mean, I guess I'm gonna keep saying it's serviceable. Good one, Alex. Word of the day.
So on the bars, I think his lines were fine, but it hinges so much on the beat. I feel like every line just felt flat. And then when we get to Kamala, her bars aren't even that good, and her delivery is horrible. It's just not.
Oh yeah,
it was not good at all.
It was a good impression.
Yeah, man, and it looks terrible. Like the Biden versus Joe one, that one looked good.
Yeah, they could have like put them in the White House. They could have done like some interesting stuff with it. But
I didn't get to this fucker. One of my favorite things about the Joe Biden versus Trump one, they totally ditched this whole like, oh, we bring in a third character. Yeah, it's so crazy and zany now.
They probably got. I mean, I guess you could tell us, Bacon. Did they get like a mixed review on that in the last one? Did people want it back, and so they decided to come back with it to switch it?
Yeah, fuck the fans. The fans did this.
Yeah, no, there's a lot I have to say, man. On each point I'm thinking of, and I want to start this out by saying Peter had screenshot a comment I made where I suggested instead of doing the tired old 2024 election, and this was before it was Kamala, because it was still Joe Biden and people were expecting him to run, and it would feel like just a sequel to that, which they were about to do. They were actually planning on it. I heard it, but no, what I had suggested to him is he could do instead Franklin D. Roosevelt versus Ronald Reagan instead of them. That way, it still is presidents that represent like what the current parties think that they are trying to like run as, like as if Trump is the new Reagan, or that Biden would have been the new FDR and all that. It could have been that.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah, they're overdue too, but no, they went with this, and no, as everyone has pointed out, this is not the one that they were wanting. Let me actually go ahead with Teddy. I don't know if my comments had maybe gotten to them to hear this, but I had said, what are they going to do to bring back Lincoln? So many fans are like, oh, why didn't they bring back Lincoln? As you guys had complained about, there's no reason to bring back Lincoln.
Yeah.
They think it's stupid to bring back Lincoln. So I said, like, in 2016, he wanted to like beat Trump twice right there. Why is he going to come back and like, is he going to murder Trump? I'd love to see that, but I doubt it. But no, instead they switch him out for Teddy, who does a watered down version of Lincoln. Like the most simplistic thing that Lincoln already said is now being said by Teddy. I hate that he starts out with like, nobody wants to fight about politics this much, because historically that's not what Teddy Roosevelt was like.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of inaccuracy with that. It's really just Lloyd pushed this. I bet he really did want to like play Teddy again, so he decided that's the decision. He went ahead with Trump to do the impression. The impression's like at the worst, because he has no energy until like they're eating the dogs, I'd say. But not only that, the makeup also looks like such a downgrade. Like the 2021 looked actually the best despite COVID, but I think this one just doesn't look right. It just feels like they put on like what they could for minimal amount of effort on it. I'm really annoyed with that. And yeah, no, you're right that Kamala's actress is really bad with delivery. It may be her first rapping, because she's primarily an actress, but they seem to have just gotten her and asked her to just, throw something together as a recording. Because yeah, it's like she has some lines that could work in a vacuum, but they just don't feel right. They fall flat. The tone is off.
It was so funny.
Like they could have
when she said like the line that hit. It was like a pause, as if it was like, wow, but the pauses were like way too long and undeserved.
Yeah, no, a lot of people felt that way.
She looked the part though. I will give her that.
Yeah, no, but it's too much impression. It actually makes me miss Kimmy Gatewood, who was doing her Hillary Clinton, because she didn't sound too much like Hillary, but she at least sounded like a rapper.
She sounded good.
Those are kind of the choices you have to make, is if you want to do an impression or create a character, like a caricature.
That'll apply also in a couple of battles.
Okay.
Extremely disappointed. I'm shocked that these usually get tons of views. Where's the production?
This one
value?
Was their most viewed for this season, actually.
Where's the production value?
Was it at the time? Because I don't think it is anymore. The
other ones got more
this
views.
season.
Oh, is it now? We've clocked over.
Oh, actually, Oh yeah, no, you're right. Yeah. Oh yeah, John's would be. Oh no, yeah, this shows the fall off. I'm already forgetting. Oh, and also this was kind of a meme for a bit because they said, "Oh, Epic Rap Battles of History is the one who decides who wins the election, because whoever goes second is the one who wins the election. Whoever's on the left side of the thumbnail wins the election." And then I proposed my own theory, as opposed to that. I actually can't even remember, so I'm not even gonna bother saying it. But no, it's like, no, I think no, it's whoever gets interrupted wins the election. That's what it was.
Gotcha. Yeah, extremely disappointing, but again, it wasn't offensive like any of the Love Sabra ones. Extremely disappointing though.
I'd say it offends me, kind of.
You know what? I'm thinking about Kamala's and the beats again. The beat was really bad. I still think all of these upset me a lot more than that one though. I'll put it at the top of Love Sabra. Damn, again, extreme. Any other place to share, MrBeast?
Still sucks, I guess.
This is what I was expecting all the other ones to sound like. But the other ones were actually really.
Well, there is just one minor thing at the end, actually. Just like if you want to play a bit of it.
Okay.
Credits. The
credits.
Yeah, or right after that.
Here.
What I mean, the sponsor. After, to get to that.
All right,
there it is.
What's up, Ground News?
Old news sources confound and confuse.
Those jokers belong in a pair of clown shoes.
If you want the full range of well-rounded views, please check out our sponsor,
Ground News, giving props to the vision they've got for civil debate and critical thought.
Ask not how it works, no, we will gladly regale.
Jack, spit the facts and provide for the details.
Ground News will show you all the articles published.
Do I gotta listen to the whole thing?
Yeah, yes, basically. But no, and there even is a little drum and bass part that they have at the end of that interests me. I'll put a pin on that, like I want to mention. But
Okay.
no, this is definitely a better rap than what we just heard.
That's funny. I thought that's still you're gonna go with that. But yeah, it's interesting that they have a whole little mini rap battle at the end. Definitely will fuck up like replayability. I think you don't want to listen to both back to back. I guess that explains why it's probably one of the longest videos they've had uploaded.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I hope the next two are good at least. That one just took the wind out of my sails. Let's read the chats. DFK needs to have a battle. That's true. Ground News is unironically the best part. When they came out, more effort into the sponsorship. Yeah. Charlemagne is underutilized and nothing for F tier. Exotic Spider. Then FDR versus. That was not taken. Definitely worse selection. Big time. Not even close. The beats for the other ones are so energized and they're so like full of life, and you just can't, when they start, you're like, I can't wait to hear what they have to say over this. But no, definitely disappointing from the moment this. All right, coming up next, Napoleon versus Charlemagne.
Battles of history. Charlemagne versus Napoleon!
Who's the Euro-conquering king par excellence? Who fathered his own renaissance and gave birth to fun? It is I, Charles the Great, son of Pepin the Short, tortured this overblown war, horny backwards sporting Corsican. The Pope died, saved the Holy Roman Empire, established it. It lasted 1,000 years until you pranced up and savaged it. Egypt, Haiti, Spain, your campaigns are too elaborate. Your bubble of an empire popped like an arbor hit. I struck the fear of God in every land I take, leaving pagans quaking, making them do the Charlem shake. The bloody verdict of this battle has already been decided, like the love between you and Josephine is one-sided.
Oh, Charlemagne, you Queen's Carolingian charlatan. I'm the genuine article military artisan. You're a clanky old suit of armor. A bombard, the janky monarch of the Franks and the Lombards. Your joyous sword tore holds asunder, but was a bit more hardcore. Now the deals have 4 numbers. That is canister shot, and you receive those balls when I blast you with my 12-pounder grievable. Le petit corporal, here to get my groove on. Even if I lose, I come back and get my cool on. I'll subdue you brutally, like a royalist in Toulon. I'm the smoothest French thing in grey seems poop upon. Oh, that's flow! You can't quite rock it! That must be why you keep your hand like that! No pocket! You are nothing but a whiny little egotistic swine! You got sunk by a Brit with a bullet in his spine! And your Russian debacle was even worse! You got beat by lice! You should have been listening to elementary school nurse! People still place my name next to God! Charlemagne! Now pretend to Moscow and retreat from these flames! I kept a violent poison around my neck in case of capture! And I almost just drank it! You are that bad of a rapper! And I think you is E! Your loss is real because E! Like the Alps in winter with your pregnant wife, you shouldn't cross me! When I conquer, I don't need a pumped hand! I grip a diamond drift hilt and put your crown on myself! The only throne you belong on is Electrine! You might be king of the Franks, but you can suck beans! Oh, whoa! Holster!
So fast. That was gonna go
Yeah,
on
this
a
is
lot longer.
actually the shortest rep battle since the start of season 6.
Okay, very interesting. I thought it was a good palate cleanser from what we just listened to. Very, very, standard, good beat, good flow, and decent bars, from what I can tell. But again, nothing to write home about either. Captain Quick.
Is this the first time they reused a character without it being like a sequel?
They did Trump.
They also did Boba Fett.
Boba Fett.
Yes.
It's Boba Fett, yeah. Okay. Because it just feels weird. Like I don't know. Maybe it's because
Yeah,
I don't know. They also are both. They aren't offbeat, but they're both out of the pocket, and that's what bothers me on this one. Neither
Which is
one
ironic
of them
because
can
they
catch a
addressed that.
good flow. Really?
I saw a funny comment that said Charlemagne looked like the Burger King costume. I really don't have too much to say about this one. I thought it was fine. Bacon, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, so for this, really, it's and it's kind of annoying that last time we have Trump and Teddy Roosevelt reused, and now we have Napoleon reused, and they go like he gets his a season 7 battle now because we wasted him in season 1, but I don't know, they didn't really justify much. Like they threw a few more tidbits or fun facts in his life, but he doesn't actually have that interest. Like season 1, Napoleon was honestly more entertaining and had that better closer. Because Peter was hyping up his you can suck beans, but this one just doesn't match.
I hated it.
It doesn't match you're the only type of dynamite that's never going to bang, obviously.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, I think Charlemagne was really miscast as Lloyd because he looks more like Peter, but he also just doesn't make sense as Lloyd's portrayal because it sounds more like a diet Marx. He's trying to come off as that with the voice, I would say. So I think they should just switch. I think they should have done a better costume because Charlemagne's outfit is much more colorful than just a very stale gold. And really, I think he should have gone against someone else because Napoleon is very influenced by Charlemagne. It doesn't make sense that they would fight each other because clearly Napoleon didn't have much to say as this material. So I think it should have been Simone Bolivar against Charlemagne instead. That would have been a more refreshing take of the battle.
Gotcha. I don't mind too much that they reuse characters. I mean, they've been at it for so long. You just gotta reuse characters.
I feel like though usually with I feel like when they bring back a character, it feels like the character has been brought back. You know what I mean? Like they've been here before and are kind of going off of the previous energy that they gave. This feels like a complete change of form, which I feel like is kind of off. But also someone pointed out, I forget who it was in chat. I think it was Scoozy or Scoozy. He looks more like a Burger King. He looks like the Burger King.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Let's make this one. That was fine. Put it at the bottom of anywho because it didn't really too much of an impression either way. But again, a good palate cleanser. Actually, you know what? I really hate that John Wick.
Really?
I think it's a worse version of Richard versus Ragnar, I'd say.
Yeah, that's kind of what
I
I
could
was
flip
thinking.
flop them honestly. I'm never gonna go back and listen to those. Definitely.
You put it there just because you know more about the characters. You're like, I know them.
Ah, shit.
That's it. Oh wait.
There's one more. I forgot to download the thumbnail for it.
Yeah, I can get that real quick if you want.
Oh sure, I'd appreciate that.
Yeah, sure.
Let's read the chat before we listen to the last officially released ERB song.
Who can do it
on
fast?
this playlist? You guys have to say. Whoever suggests 30% Epstein, seriously seek out mental health. They would not have the balls to do that at all.
No. Like, who are you rooting
Oh,
for?
I did it on yours
Pedophile
by
balls.
accident. I did it on yours instead of the video. I was trying to be quick.
Oh wait, actually, I'm just now saying. Hey, I don't know if someone can ban Greg YouTube. I know who that is, and I'm not
Okay.
being jokes or
All
you know.
I've been back.
Good.
Right along.
I threw the thumbnail in chat.
I love the next one. Red Baron versus White Dead. It's all catching fun. Okay, looking forward. Boring, says the unmitigated Don. True, it was boring, but at least it was listenable. Peter's Napoleon feels too hard. Dynamite, never going to bang. You can much greater than you can suck beans. That's really true. I did miss hearing this version of Napoleon. Maybe really missed the first version. This battle has no soul. I literally don't feel anything when watching it. Alrighty. Yeah, let's check out the final one here. But before we, I forgot if I mentioned this or not. We have an extra additional playlist made by our Bacon right here. These are all the extras and all the community beloved or noteworthy epic rap battles made by various other people and other creators. But yeah, we're gonna listen to the last one. I might reevaluate some aspects of the tier list. Move on to the extras. Capn versus Alex rap battle, but it gets interrupted by Bacon. I think. All right, let's check it out.
The red barrel versus the white death begin.
I'm the greatest sniper ever, took out 1,000 surgically. If you've never heard of me, I did my job perfectly. You wouldn't last a minute in the snow pits I was sitting in. I'm fatal for my homeland, like Sub-Zero, I'm a You kept your flying target of a plane or to miss. You're more full of yourself than my steaming jars of piss. But you're second class, like your first day on cross. You're only held up as the best by the side that always lost. Should have zagged over France, but you zigged and got your wig popped. Your whole flying circus can suck it, big top. When duty called, a leopard army ranks ripped open. Now it's time to make a zombie out of this Richtofen.
I'm the ace of aces and I'm coming in hot on a basketball looking like the Phantom of the Opera. Stick to skis, your iron sights will never find me. You fire blindly like you let the sun get behind me. Stallion sent you sitting ducks, your kill counts due to luck. Your whole campaign is set to easy as fuck. Tiptoeing around, killing weak Russian recruits. You're a sneaky little ninja of low-hanging fruit. Sup with Gamma Free is how I like to keep the sky. Got a goblet custom made every time I grease a guy. Use up so much silver it's depleted Germany's supply. Now I'll leave you flat and cold like my frozen pizza pie.
Your pizza's crap, I should battle DiGiorno. My name stands for Sisu, your name's on a porno.
Ugh, all your lyrical cheap shots are shoddy. They should have left you on that pile of dead bodies.
I guess they didn't cover rapping in the Dika Boca. I'm blowing up your spot like the Saki Arvin Polk.
I said you were only ever good at one thing. Tell me, how effective would you be in the spring?
I killed more animals than you did in your lifespan. You're not Top Gun, you're just another mark for the Iceman. You don't wanna fight, dog, I might be droopy, but you're the red prig who couldn't even beat Snoopy. I dispose of foes with my most in the gun. No scope, I let it go like a frozen savant. A little beast clicking like a reindeer boor, but I don't pull a sleigh. I slay when I pull.
I'm a bullet through a spinning propeller precision killer. Once you meet the fuckers, you'll have never been stiller. Hey ha, got you all in check when my spawn downs boom out. I'll leave your chest looking like your name. To umlaut, I'll drop you like a shot to the jaw that you caught. Quit now, save face like your doctors could not. They should call you White Death Wish. I just meant the taste out your mouth against the ice you had your breath with. Whole war.
I thought that was pretty fun. The energy was pretty good throughout, and yeah, I could see. I don't know why people would have an issue with this one. I thought this one was fine. Pretty, and probably the one of the ones I like the most out of all the ones we listened to are. Yeah, those are pretty good. Good. What do you think, Capn?
Yeah, I agree. I think that it's one of those things where it could have obviously done more, but you kind of have to pick and choose which you decide to actually go super hard on. And like you said, you didn't know who the White Death was, I think other people probably. He is a very well-known figure, but I'm sure that there are people who wouldn't, and that's why before, like what I was saying before about having someone like the Red Baron parallel works perfectly because it's a well-known figure. And the one thing that I was listening for, I don't know if I missed it. Was there an actual Snoopy line? I saw the Snoopy visual.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah.
There was? Okay.
Interesting that you said they mentioned like if you've never heard of me, then I did a good job. I thought that was pretty funny because like that's exactly how I felt. I don't know of you. I guess you are good at what you do, Sniper Man. Yeah. My favorite thing about this is the back and forth felt really snappy. I love when they do that with the raps. You know, that's kind of what you want for an actual like battle. Yeah, those are my thoughts on it. Mr. Bacon, what did you think?
Yeah, I saw it's kind of a long time coming. It may just be the one where they hinted at and then end up doing it like the longest runtime between it, because they first mentioned it in like their Patreon song back in 2019 when they first started it. So it's been 6 years, and really it only came to be because people were like, "Oh, aren't you going to do that one?" So I don't think they really could have bothered if they didn't really bring up that they were thinking about it, because you can only go with so much on them. Like I said, with Marks vs. Ford in comparison, there's like a lot you can really dig at. There's so much easy material, and this one's like they just barely did a bit more than the last one. But there's like maybe some digs are pretty good, and like I like the kind of cheap shots with his face that he makes. Like those can be pretty funny on lines. I've seen other examples of the battle. There's actually like 2 variations made by the community of this while they were waiting. I think one of them is much better though. And I like between now and next week, I actually plan to try to make release the analysis that I make with my co-host on the podcast about it to break it down. So there is like something I mentioned between them. But no, this one I think is in comparison actually kind of underwhelmed. I think there's a little too. I don't know why they wanted to focus on the accents. Like he didn't focus at all with Richard the Lionheart, for example, even though he would have like a French, not even much of an English accent. But here I guess they know they don't have much personality to work with, and they try to get that accurate. But I think it was really distracting for the most part, and I think the beat is also like it gets a little less interesting the more I listen to it. If anything about the beat, there was a teaser Peter left on Blue Sky where he was showing how he's working it, and it had it was an ominous build up to a drop, which then turned to breakcore, like drum and bass, which I was actually hyped for. I was hoping if there's anything that could come of this battle, it's that, because they made it sound like, sort of like a gunfire to do like a rapid fast flow to it. They were apparently planning to do that, but no, it just got switched to this beats, I don't know if last minute or something. But given that they were working so long on it, it's like, they were doing that type of changes. I mean, they don't even do too much with the visuals. I think he's always on the plane, and that is just going from to like standing. So it's not too much like interesting like direction for the shots, I would say.
Yeah, it must have been like actually pretty easy. Is he just there with the sniper the whole time?
Yeah, it's really just that. And
in terms of production, like it's definitely doesn't look as good as some of the before. I mean, it looks good, but not like as exciting as some of the other ones are. Yeah, it was fine. But again, these whole last half, or these last few ones that we've been listening to have been really just like whatever. Like none of them have stood out to me at all.
Yeah. So
besides the Henry Ford versus Karl Marx, that one was decent. I like that one.
Oh yeah, people love that one.
I can just rank this one. Oh, actually, I got it down. Watch Capn quick.
That was also my DM, buddy.
Oh, thank you. Sorry. Oh no, my porn collection. Whoop! And streams immediately.
It's I mean, for whatever reason, they mentioned that the Red Baron's a porn name of a porno or something. But
yeah, I caught that. Is that true?
I guess, but it's also just like it's sort of showing like they're just naming anything. They didn't name like the Sabaton songs Sabaton made songs on both of their names actually, so that could have been used. There's a manga with White Death. It's like that he's like godly power strong or something that could have been used. So it's weird.
So was all the songs we listened to all season 7?
Yeah, that's it for right now.
Alrighty. I pretty much lumped them all together because I just did not really care for most Karl Marx one.
Yeah, I get that.
All right, and that's it for all the basic ones. Let me I don't know if I want to take the time now to reevaluate my positionings or till we get to the end of all the extras. What do you think?
It could be like we get back to it on the next one, because we're likely going to have to go back.
Okay,
to the
yeah.
rest
I
of the
want
list.
to take actually more time like off stream to listen to some of these more too. Before I swap them around.
Really cement it.
Yeah. Put a nice little.
I'm gonna
ball on it.
listen to maybe 1 or 2 of these, but then I'm gonna have to go.
Okay, sounds good. We'll
I'm
probably
really
go
sorry.
at least till around 10 tonight, and then we'll save a bunch of fun ones for if you're free next week in Capn.
Yep, sounds good. And for me, it actually is 10 right now, so it's.
Right.
I'm sorry,
Right.
I hit the time. but yeah. So, but I'm gonna stick around for just a few. My cat's just going crazy, so that's why I keep jumping up.
So Bacon, should we listen from the bottom up or the up to the bottom?
I'll just say that last one I was saying I was gonna put it for first, but I realized no, we gotta go through this whole thing for you to actually get the more of the feel. It's like the light at the end of the tunnel.
Okay, so we're starting with the unreleased ones.
Yep.
All right, cool. Unreleased, Henry VIII versus Hillary Clinton.
And there's a sponsor, so skip to 3 minutes in.
Oh, what the fuck? The sponsors. Huge.
Hello, hi. This is
No free sponsors.
Yes.
Wait, the whole video is a sponsor?
That's crazy, dude. What were you thinking? Why did they just release it separately? Madness.
Hey, they had to do it for the video.
I feel like they would earn more ad revenue if they just left. Whatever.
They don't need the ad revenue. They need the sponsorship deal.
Right. Okay, let's check it out. Oh, really quick, I forgot to acknowledge the chat really quick. This is Shay Carl. Holy shit, Guy Fawkes versus Joker. Al, Kitty wants
Shay Carl from the famous Shaytards.
Oh no. Fun fact, Snoopy is just a little guy, so true, Mooney. I've heard the original demo and White Death had a rapid fire delivery. The no scope, I would let it go like a font. Part that would fast paced drum and bass section.
You know, also funny is someone had mentioned Sub-Zero versus Elsa earlier, and they both actually got reference from that last one.
Oh, interesting. All right. Right.
Epic rap battles of history. Hillary Clinton versus Henry VIII.
I am Henry VIII, King of England, Ireland, and Wales. You are a presidential candidate in a pantsuit who fails. Girls don't belong in politics. Too much stress. You should stay at home and wash the stains out of another lady's dress. I tend to have separation issues with women. It's like their heads are the Pope and their necks the Church of England. Madam Secretary, hold my calls. I'm off for a walk, cause no one's beat you this bad since a swarthy man named Barack.
Let's just get down to it. You done messed with the wrong Rodham. I'm about to tutor and boot it. You make more false accusations than Whitewater. It's not your wives' fault your balls keep making daughters. Your country's the size of Ohio. You couldn't even beat Spain. I could defeat you with a grassroots email campaign. I'd eat you alive, but I'd probably never finish. You're so fat your body could feed a whole freaking village.
I'm big because I'm God's appointed vessel. The only way you could beat me is if maybe we wrestled. I mean, come on. Is it any wonder why you can't keep your man at home? The only thing getting blown is Bill's saxophone.
You couldn't even handle the goods that I'm selling. I'm more powerful than Oprah.
And more handsome than Ellen.
Don't you interrupt me, you chauvinist prick. You put the needs of your country behind the whims of your dick. I'll banish you back to your own Tower of London, baby. You can tell him Henry VIII got spanked by the First Lady.
Whole war.
Whoa, that ending was horrible. Was this supposed to come out with season 1?
Season 2 actually, because they show the King Henry VIII at the end of Peter versus Lloyd 1.
Okay.
That makes it a little bit worse, honestly.
Yeah, it really does. Season 2 was like, this only would have been better than Adam versus Eve.
Being a little harsh, I didn't really hate it. It wasn't too.
It was just so slow, man. The rapping felt like they were in slow motion.
Yeah, a couple neat lines, really. That's it.
That's crazy. It's like they completely like it's like done, but that when they finish it, they're all like, you know what? I don't want to upload.
Yeah. I mean,
You know what?
they were trying to do it for Jay Carl because he was like Peter's role model. They really wanted to work with him.
For a second, he looked like anything for views, Chad.
That's so funny. Like they put so much work into it, just for it to end up on their second channel. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, they can tell that it was really not ready. And I also think it's just the fact that it was right there, that line you were saying, like, more powerful than Oprah, more handsome than. I don't know if that they were like trying to imply that they wanted to do the matchup at that point, but it just a weird conclusion to me.
Right on. Right. I'm glad. We're not ranking. This is just for funsies.
Yeah, this is vibing.
Yeah. Let's role model question mark. I guess that was definitely all the crazy.
Yeah, early 2010s.
I've only watched this like a couple times. Holy hell, this one was weird. It's charming, but it definitely sucks. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it. That loud ass smack is hysterical. I thought this is probably the most unhinged one. I can describe this. These bars did not age well for shit. This was before or after he cheated?
Years before.
This next one's cool. PewDiePie versus T-Series. They worked on that. That's nuts. Let's check it out.
Flash in the pan, hip-hop conflicts of nowadays. PewDiePie versus T-Series. Begin.
Yo, I'm a faceless, nameless corporate enterprise, and I've still got more personality than this guy. PewDiePie, let me dish up some truth. You talk like a child, I'll call you Hitler Youth. I've seen your bitch lasagna, you got no flow at all. It sounds like your verses were written by Jake Paul. Jumping you in subs is just my next hurdle. First I'll crush you with my words like a Wall Street Journal.
You can't scare PewDiePie, try Markiplier. When I'm done, you'll be the funny guy, I'm hiring a Fiverr. You suck the soul from YouTube, paid to make it big. You like the McDonald's of videos without the McRib. Oh, your Bollywood budget can't handle this. Make better content than you from my room at my standing desk. Your first boss had guts and pimpin' hair, but he got whacked by the mob. It was downhill from there.
Mr. Kumar was a hero, better watch what you say, before I smack your ass back to the days of Let's Play. I started on cassettes, now I'm making movie deals, while you're screaming like an autistic demon playing Happy Wheels. And I would bet that those two dudes on Fiverr have a better education than most of your subscribers. So don't come messing with the Indians, chief. Why don't you make like some Hindus and give up the beef?
Yo, I can play games with the fans that I've got, cause my subscribers are real. You can't fist a sub bot. 10 vids a week with the same sounding beat, and the same 80 dudes dancing barefoot in the streets. And your content's always shit, no matter how shiny. Stick to making trailers, cause you'll always be behind me. I'm a one-man machinima, you can't hold a candle. And if you do beat the pewds, I'll delete my whole channel.
Wow, that really took me back to the whole PewDiePie versus T. That was really fun. I can't believe I did not. I was like super invested in PewDiePie versus T. The whole era. That was really cool. Oh, and they got PewDiePie did feature in one of their videos, so they got him dancing from the green screen.
Rasputin versus Stalin.
Yeah, that was fun. Any thoughts?
First.
I really just I mean, I liked it, and I think that it was good to do it in this format for sure, because it's, if they tried to take it over to the main channel, I think that it would definitely be odd.
Yeah, it's way too niche. Way too niche for the main channel.
But this definitely came off good and was a nice way to handle it. I do think it's funny because doing it in this format, though, does almost, like, some of the lines almost do come across as just a straight dig at PewDiePie instead of it like being in like the you know what I mean? Like if you just took it for the line itself rather than just it coming from T-Series, since it's just like Nice Peter just saying it. But I thought it was good. I thought it was, you know, decent.
Mr.
So this, yeah, it's they really got the suggestion so many times because when they came back, they were like, "Oh, PewDiePie versus T-Series. That's the big versus going on right now for them to do." They didn't want to exactly do it for the main series, as you said, but I think it's clearly just YouTuber versus YouTuber. They don't really do that outside the Peter versus Lloyd ones, which is just more of them as creators. So this is like the best compromise, and it was really interesting because for a while it was that they went with that. They people liked it. Personally, I think the T-Series versus really are just one of the best ones if you put it in season 6. Like it was some of the best writing and disses to make. And then with this, like just being conceived as a series, they also originally did Ronald versus Burger King, as I said, one version of that, and then they did Larry Bird versus Big Bird, but I don't think much of that one. It's kind of mid. So I think this is like the best representation to show one of the ones that they did like just offhand as a separate thing, because they tried a demo for Naruto versus Spider-Man. I think I mentioned before. Didn't care for it. They're coming back this year with like tiny ERBs, which is kind of like just a downgraded version of this, the flash in the pan stuff. So I think this is like a really just good idea that they just left abandoned, as they do with a few other ventures that they try.
That's super interesting. Yeah, I know they did.
I have a question for you, Bacon, about these. You might know. Are these pre-recorded and then they're like lip syncing too? I can't tell if it's the delay from the Discord stream or if they're doing them one take.
Now I feel like it is just a one take.
Really?
Because that is cool. I do like that. It's cool. It's definitely harder.
No way that's one take. I thought it was lip sync the whole time because Nice Peter comes in, like in this part.
Yeah, and it's because he's saying it to the microphone to try to get
The
that.
soul from YouTube paid to make it big. Like the McDonald's of videos without the McRib.
Oh, it is live. Oh my god.
And you can obviously like post-production edit things a little bit to like kind of amplify and make it
wow. Ready? Good for them. That's even more impressive that they were able to do that live like that. That's sick. Cool. Yeah, very very good inclusion. What a great community dessert.
But yeah, and from there, it's besides one I'll point out very soon, but the rest are very much the fans, and we're getting now into deep territory where you're gonna see very funny. Like, rap battle community has so bad it's good media, and I picked some of the
that's
real,
like my favorite media in general. I fucking love so bad it's good movies. So and it applies
That's
to
my favorite.
YouTube. So, Capn, do you have to hop off?
No, I can stay for a few more. He chilled out for now, so we'll see if he gets back up.
All right, sounds good. Alrighty. Joker versus Michael Jackson. Even the title's already hilarious. Can't wait for the next one, says Symbiotic Spider. I enjoy the lower production. It's kind of charming. Yeah, it is really, really charming. It's very, very YouTuber. Sometimes you forget they're so big, you forget that they're YouTube. Only Harris Trump was made at dead. Yeah, that would have been way. It would have been cool to see to have reused characters to these. That's my also TC. Oh, it'd be cool to have more of these, but now that they barely make anything, I'd rather have them focus on battles. PewDiePie. We have an expert in. I'm very. All right, check it out.
The first rap battles of the server! Michael Jackson versus the Joker!
Try to take on me and you'll fight the Jackson 5. After this rap, you will be buried alive. How can you win? You've never beaten Batman. You're human teams and with you in the trash can. You're a Joker in the deck, not a poker hand. Shut your mouth and I'll take you to Never Never Land.
I'm the Joker! Just put a smile on that face. What are you? Do you even know your own race? People laugh to death because of my Joker death. Only one white glove? You really call that class? I'm the real criminal, though I play with toys. You're just a creepy old man obsessed with little boys.
You tripping on acid? Oh wait, you fell in. Nothing you do will ever make me grin. You call yourself a joker? More like a sad clown. My beats get anyone up when they are down. With your horrible jokes and your hair start green, I'ma slap you with lyrics that will last for eternity.
What a laugh! You think you will scare me? I move ruthless and I got the PD. Smooth criminal, please. More like a pedophile. Yo, the moonwalk is totally out of style. I'm back to the bone. You're no chiller. This rap is done because I see it through.
Who won? Who's next?
Is it intentionally supposed to be like hilarious? What's the story behind this?
Oh man, so this, funny enough, almost couldn't make it because you see it's a re-upload. Just a few weeks ago, I saw that the creator had, just privated it, so it's no longer accessible.
Damn.
So my friend Benny here actually re-uploaded to her channel to be able to witness. And what a perfect one to start because, and he's like, people laughed to death because of my Joker ass, and you just burst into tears laughing.
The
was funny to
explosion
see.
was so good. Every time they did that shit, it was great.
They realized that it would be harder to get a job with them online going, I'm the Joker.
That's true. Could be. Yeah, no, because he used his full name, so maybe you have a point there.
Right. Awesome.
No, I put that on my LinkedIn. That was perfect.
I was honestly smiling harder on the, I'm so numb with ERB as much as I love it. It's like witnessing this and having you react to it that way. That was just like putting a smile on my face, as Joker said.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, it's like at this point, like ERB is trying to capture lightning in a bottle with every one that they make at this point, and it's hard because of the time that we're in. And stuff like this is easier to have a good time with and make a laugh because it's kind of it's unassuming and able to kind of make fun of itself in the actual battles a little bit more.
True, yeah. No, it's clearly low budget, but this is from season 1, season 2 days that they were making it. This is one of the first ones, but the flow is so off, but it turns to being hilarious because of it.
It's funny you say the flow is so off. It's about as flowy as Trump versus Kamala, funny enough.
Really true.
The sound of the voice, dude, the fucking Michael Jackson, the tone of it, every line is hilarious. Oh man, I love everything about it. This is so fun. I'm gonna be rewatching that forever, as long as this is on YouTube.
Oh yeah, season 1, so the first 14 epic rap battles of history.
All right, let's get to the next one here. What did you guys?
I have to say that one's S tier.
Yeah.
Get the thumbnail.
Also, says Alex laughing. I'm dying, says Sim. Beautiful, says Senor Gato. Like, dude, everyone loved that one. Very AB. Like sneak Manhattan. Yeah, I want one. I kind of feel bad that I don't have those in my stream. I get kind of jealous watching Capn stream Manhattan. Oh, alrighty, let's check out Annoying Orange for epic rap battles of history. Oh man, Capn, at any point you need to drop off, feel free to do so. We're gonna keep chugging along.
Sure.
Epic rap battles of kitchen breeze! Annoying Orange! Presents Eminem! Begin!
Won't melt in your hand, but I'll hand you a lossy. Handily defeated by the Candy Family posse. I got mounds of red hot rhymes, let me tell ya. Warheads, fireballs, I'll candy shell ya. Leave a pulpy crater, find passion and I will date her. Beat you up, good and plenty now and later. As much as I'm enjoying toying with an orange who's annoying, I should just be getting going, cause I'm blatantly destroying you.
Guess what I can do?
Stop it.
I win. Know why? Cause I'm so fruit fly and you'll probably lose cause you're a vegetable.
Chocolate.
You rap like an apple. Get out of here and grapple with the fact that you go absolutely horrible with Snapple.
Hey.
Knock, knock, who's there? The Skittle I be. Cause I spit mad rhymes like I spit mad seeds.
I've got a riddle for you. What kind of Skittle has a little M? Brittle, shallow, and chocolatey middle. It doesn't take a smarty or a nerd to know I'm Eminem. Then again, you're a lemon head, so come again. Nothing Nothing rhymes with orange, so you got no rhymes. Just like you got no hands and no chance this time. A handstand to spell it out, then I'll pack it in. The M stands for me, the W stands for win.
Hey, is for horses. Your sets are all whack, not even main courses. Bet you can't even touch your tongue to your eyes. Just like you can't withstand my rhymes that cut like a knife.
Shit, whatever.
No, nice.
Nice. Fun. I gotta say, one of the first things I ever got into when I was over 13 was Annoying Orange. First things I ever watched on YouTube. Or at least one of the first channels I ever subscribed to. But yeah, that was just some fun, wholesome, old YouTube stuff. For them parroting Epic Rap Battle, I thought they did a great job, and they put their own style of the annoying on them. What did you guys, Cap? What did you think?
Well, I mean, they work directly with Nice Peter, and I mean, so that definitely means that I think all around it kind of just helped it, kind of sit with the other battles at the time. It was good. I mean, as good as the Annoying Orange can be. You know what I mean?
Right. Bacon, what do you have to say about
Yeah, no, as you said, with Nice Peter doing it, I think there's actually a different writer that they applied with the channel. But no, he did kind of get the whole gist of how ERB works to make their own version for Annoying Orange. Because, obviously ERB being so big at the time to collaborate with them, it's like, it kind of was expected. It's funny that this Nice Peter role as Eminem, to me, is one of his best performances, like how you hear the flow and the rhyme scheming of it. Like, he's not directly imitating Eminem per se, like exactly, but he is kind of giving the vibe of 2000s hip-hop battle rapper, which I think really fits well with what they're going for. And I just love how it sounds. Even if Annoying Orange is clearly just like, not actually doing as good, I think they still like had fun with it to make it.
Oh, totally. I had fun watching it. It's just fun all around. I was looking at what's coming up next. But we'll get into that once I finish that here.
That's why I'm sticking around for now. I'm looking down.
Hell yeah. I just hate Annoying Orange. Yeah, I mean, time for Annoying Orange. I don't think anyone likes Annoying.
I only made it to 3 episodes of that to try watching it.
Very annoying. My kid brain loved it, man. I fucking love this shit. Why is Papa Good going live? I have to go to bed. He's going live right now? Heck, that's... Alright. Epic Mealtime versus... Epic Rap Battle versus Epic Mealtime. That's super cool.
The following video is a parody.
It's interesting because both of those channels were like blowing up at the same time. Makes sense for them. Rap battles.
Is not endorsed by or affiliated with Epic Rap Battles of History or Epic Mealtime in any way, shape,
Epic Rap Battles of History versus Epic Mealtime.
Listen up, haters. Throw down, let's go. For your last meal, I'm serving up some motherfucking crow. You can call yourself epic, but I own the word like a mouse. Gonna carve you to pieces and make you into meat sauce. My lyrical style is so stupid, it's smart. Gonna deep fry your skinny ass and tear you apart. Cover you in Jack Daniels and wrap you in bacon strips. Bacon strips, bacon strips, bacon strips, bacon strips. I just said bacon strips 5 straight times. Next level rap skills don't even need to make it rhyme. Next time we eat the sweet taste of victory. Time's up, ERB, you are about to be history. Why you still talking? Please quit wasting my time. Like Stephen Hawking, I'll give you a brief history of rhyme. Control the force like Darth Vader. Forbidden skills, got bigger muscles than Hulk, Later and even Brooke Hulk. Avoid all quiz my volley challenge partner in crime. This stuff for them, Macho Man and Chuck Norris combined. You want beef, full barbecue, your ass like Raging Cajun. Cause we're hardcore heat scores, perma-bird like Carl Sagan. Censor your words with the sound of a bird. What's the matter, bitch? Afraid that your mommy might have heard? I don't give a fuck, you pathetic poutine eating canuck. You'll need that 3 health care when your face locks shut. I'm happy for you Canadian ass. At least in Canada, you can legally make an honest man of muscle splashes.
Oh man, I wanted more of that. That was fun.
Wait, keep it going, keep it going.
Got this time, the name is Little Deuce, and I decided one mission. I'll make your eardrums go harder than when I have sex with your sister. I'm moral code is more flexible than a double-jointed stripper. That's why I stole your faces with my internet video rip. Why should I bother making something original from scratch when I can steal somebody else's work and call it a mashup? Who's next? You don't decide, I do. And now I'm gonna give this round to yours truly, Little Deuce. I don't even care who won this battle of rails. Just put your name in the title so I can steal some cheap hits.
Damn, dude. That was awesome. For the first part, it was very creative how for the epic rap battles of history part, they used some of the different voices and impressions, at least the first season. Did they reference themselves? Pretty funny too. Yeah, it was just, the Bacon Strips part was just fun. Fun.
I love the art style too, just the way that it was animated and everything. I thought was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
A great style and just I mean all around just fun. And he said I was here for fun, so this is good.
What's the story behind this one?
Well, actually, while I'm gonna tell this, I want to see if you can sort by new on the comments, because you can probably find the one where Lil Deuce Deuce directly replies to me right there, right, like the right. So in that one, it's because he just appeared in the Jax film stream reacting to one of these future battles on the list. And I tell him I came back just because, to me, this is still one of the best fan-made rap battles. One of the first ones where we're really directly, like, you know, took an ambition is to try to, like, it's doing all this disclaimer at the start because, you know, YouTube back then, it's like if you're taking an original idea but putting your own spin, people are still going to come up to you like, you know, oh, you don't own this, or this isn't anything new. And that's what it would lead to the community. But back then he put that disclaimer, and there was even another one, Maximilian Dude, who made Wesker versus Doom as a battle, and he actually got like a sort of cease and desist from ERB.
No
Someone
way.
in ERB had sent that. Yeah, so, you know, this is actually like an uncharted territory for some people to try to make this type of stuff. So he was doing that to try to see if a parody like that could be accepted, but he had to like put all this stuff to try to, like, you know, say it's all just for fun and comedy. Maybe because, you know, he could have also had that same fate because, you know, Maximilian Dude didn't do anything on it, even though he could have fought it to be allowed. But Lil Deuce Deuce obviously did it in a way that it's not, I guess ERB didn't really care much for it because you can tell it's low quality and it's not going to compete with them.
Yeah.
But Lil Deuce Deuce, being a pretty big YouTuber at the time, he was the one who made the music for ASDF movie with Tomska. So he was pretty notable for this within the community. A lot of people still love it to this day.
That's crazy. Yeah, the whole YouTube landscape was so different. Because ERB 10, whenever they would upload, they got mass dislikes just because people, you know, I can't even explain like the why. They just, like, they had to defend ERB's honor, or someone was trying to make like a fan made spin-off version. I don't know, it's just weird that that's how things were back then.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I'm glad this one stayed up and that they did not try to take it down. But they were so big that they probably could have.
I don't think it was Peter or Lloyd directly. It was probably someone at Maker trying to do that.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Transformative content. You win all the lawsuits. Thank you, Ethan. You are. I like how their mouths are moving. Yeah, that was the whole animation. Fantastic, Senor Gato. Which Lloyd tagged in to help out Peter. Oh yeah, that would have been great. Coming up next, Osama bin Laden versus Where's Waldo?
Epic rap battles of my ass. Osama bin Laden versus Where's Waldo?
This is the folly of a boy named Where's Wally, like a lost kid in a store who just can't find his mommy. World's most wanted man, everyone's dying to take me down. But just in case you're curious, I'll tell you where I can be found. On the front lines with associates, guarding Islam from the Soviets. The crowds on your pages are copious, but your number of bitches is close to this. Cause the war on terror, controlling countries like puppetry. And I build layered rhymes like this was my construction company. Hunted by the CIA, 25 mil on my head. The reward for finding you is just some kindergarten street cred. If I got a hold of you, I'd make you wish that you were dead. Because your shirt reminds me of a flag I'd gladly rip to shreds. You little freak, don't meddle with the Middle East. I'll put a metal piece between your brittle British teeth and go full auto. Then dump you in the desert heat and leave you there for weeks and weeks until your family begins to wonder, where's Waldo?
Consider this revenge for all the souls you've taken. I'm serving up some beef because you can't eat bacon. And now I'll turn the tables and drop bombs on Osama. Greenlight your execution like I'm
Waldo Bomb.
You're a bandit on the run, well I'm a world traveler. Learned scholar, stealth expert, renowned rap battler. Bruv, I'm not ashamed to be a best-selling mascot. So nomadic and harry you like a Middle Eastern Sasquatch. Hide in plain sight, going unseen. You hijack plane flights with the Mujahideen. You created Al-Qaeda, but your rhymes all kinda suck. The only time you rock the house is if you're blowing it up. Troops from Libya to Yemen, but you still cannot harm me. Wearing white stripes and taking down your 7-nation army. It's blowing up in your face, can you taste the gunpowder? For a guy who always wears a bathrobe, you don't smell like your shower.
I'll turn those white stripes red by the time that we're done. Promise 72 virgins, but I'm only seeing one. Blast some US ships in the boat yard. Got the flamethrower and I roast hard. My words will leave you so charred. I'll fuel the flames with your postcards. I'm into love the desert, but I'm still as cold as ISIS. I am the flyest dude on the no-fly list. Put the rad and radical and the fun and fundamentalist. But warn your brother Oddlaw, cause I'm known to take down twins.
You can fight for your land without aiming for civilians. While you're raking in casualties, my book's raking in billions. When SEAL Team 6 arrived, you hid behind your fifth wife with more lead than gigabytes of hentai on your zip drive. Some say that was a body double, but that's just insane. Unless they mean your body doubled over in pain. In both hiding and rapping, I guess you'll always be number 2. Call your buddy George Bush, cause Waldo just took the W.
Wow, that was really fun. Production was really good. 1,000 subscriber channel? What the fuck?
I was expecting like it to be kind of just, you know, kind of a shit post.
Yeah.
But this was like, it was really well put together, and like you could tell they did some time on the research and to make sure that everything was a little
Beyond
a little bit
surface level.
deeper.
Yeah. Mission
Very good.
accomplished. Yeah. The beat was fine. The bars were good. And the flow was, even though like it wasn't very rhymey, it flowed pretty well. The octave for Waldo's. Yeah, they did a great job. Crazy. What's again 2,000 subscriber channel with this level of quality is have good on them.
Yeah. Yeah, so many people say this is a very underrated channel and one of the best. But also, to me, many people also say this, one of the closest to ERB with the level of writing, dedication to how they act. Because he's more of like a comedy theater kid type of guy with his friends doing this, but he just puts so much effort on it. I actually got him for a podcast, and to me, he may just be the funniest guy to talk to in this whole community, with a few others coming close. But no, you can tell he knows how to do comedy well. So yeah, no, I really, really love how this came to be, because he really, really actually did a sequel with Osama. So it's actually like, if you check out his other stuff, it's definitely worth the watch.
Definitely earned a subscriber from me. Looking forward to see what. Hopefully, you still bring content. A creative and brilliant mind, this man.
Yeah, every once in a while he'll put something out.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's for me. I very much. The writing and performances were both great. Since good. Those rhyme scheme, whole business going that hard. That's what I'm saying. Damn, that was so funny. All right, let's check the next one here. We have Godzilla versus King Kong. Épicas batallas de rap del franquismo.
Oh, and in that one, I think you could put the captions so that way it's understandable.
Okay.
It's directly translated.
Perfect.
Épicas batallas de rap del friquismo. Godzilla contra King Kong. ¡Vamos!
Keaton, llego, el jodido King Kong. Puedes jugar con mis pelotas y llamarlo ping pong. Con que eres de Japón, pues si luchas contra mí vas a terminar como las protas del lolicón. Sin pincharme Winstrol, estoy hecho puro músculo. Los dos somos gigantes, más tu poder es minúsculo. No suelo tener compasión con mis adversarios. Y además ya he roto la mandíbula a algún dinosaurio.
Emerjo del mar cual si fuera Poseidón para patear el trasero de este orangután cabrón. Veo que no estás en forma.
forma. Te noto barrigón, deberías comer menos en el Burger King. Así va, soy el puto Godzilla, causo infarto, reparto, comparto reparto con Bryan Cranston. Peter Jackson va a verte morir de forma insana. ¿Te gustan los plátanos? Puedes comerte mi banana.
Tus rimas son cómicas, me dan ganas de vomitar. Yo soy el OG, tú naciste de pruebas atómicas. Comparado a mí eres una lagartija. Soy un fiera, por eso me adoraban en la isla Calavera. Estás fatal, yo soy letal. ¿Cómo va a vencerme la encarnación de las almas de la Segunda Guerra Mundial? Tu camino acaba aquí, otro dinosaurio más que se va a extinguir.
Estás muy solo, hazte cuenta en mythic.es. No puedes raptar a la primera mujer que ves. Eres muy lento, mi aliento ya te alcanzó. Tú eres chimpancé explorer, yo Godzilla Fire Force. Todos veréis cómo machaco a este rey. Te voy a dejar peor que cuando escalaste el Empire State. Hasta el puto Eminem lo dijo en una canción. Porque ser un king cuando puedes ser un god.
Wow.
¿Quién gana? ¿Quién sigue?
That was, dude, those bars were really, really good. I love that. Was this a reference to Hacked by Godzilla? That's pretty deep.
That's
a deep cut right
can't
there.
tell exactly. Yeah, this actually came out and beat ERB to the punch, obviously. But I think during the time the first Godzilla movie was out.
Yeah, 11 years ago. It's crazy.
And it's the second most viewed rap battle, actually.
214 million views.
Exactly,
Holy
more than
shit,
ERB's
dude.
most viewed.
Holy shit, that's crazy. I love the approach that they did. They just showed clips of the movie. Like, it's so simple and clever. Like, there's no way anyone's gonna be able to recreate this. It's like it's a major motion.
They were trying. ERB really tried to rip the Godzilla versus King Kong. They thought that it would do numbers too.
Quite true, yeah.
Damn, dude, they so fucking outclassed them. That's so crazy.
That's crazy.
I could understand Spanish pretty well, and I thought it was great. The voices, I'm comparing it to the official one, way better.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I like just using the movie scenes. I mean, it just works. I mean, it's fine. I mean, honestly, like, I get it if you're doing like an official thing and you want to make like money off of it using just a bunch of branded images isn't the best look.
Right.
But it also isn't the best look to just use like some stock assets. So, but I like this. I thought it was really good. But I do think this is where I'm going to have to call it.
Awesome.
I do appreciate you for having me on. Thank you all so much. Remember to like this stream, but I'm going to head out. They're going to keep going. They got a lot to look at, a lot of fun stuff. So you guys remember to have your popcorn ready.
Awesome.
Okay.
Thank you so much for joining us, Captain Quasar. Have a good one, and we'll talk to you later.
See you guys later.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Perfecto, señor gato. I gotta make sure. That's me, Alex. Oh, the chat says goodnight to him. Guante. It's going hard, says Jules. This is good. Jules is doing dual Spanish, so I hope she got Blade's Godzilla much better than Peter's Godzilla. Anything else you wanted to add to this one, Mr. Bacon?
Yeah, really in the same way. Obviously, Keyblade had decided to do his format like that, inspired by ERB. But in the same way, ERB did create the whole community scene. Keyblade had actually also done the same with the Spanish side of the community.
Whoa.
So yeah, he really birthed a lot of other channels who also followed the footsteps. And even checking the most subscribed ones, his would be like, right at the top behind ERB or Galofrito, who's another one. But yeah, no, a lot of the most subscribed who did a lot of the rap battle videos they also did some like nerdcore rap ciphers for comparison, where a lot of views come from. But no, a lot of them are actually in Spanish. So, there's him to thank for that.
Incredible. Yeah, I mean, who knew that the Spanish scene, Spanish-speaking scene, was so hungry for raps 11 years ago? What a idea! Right, I'm excited to. What is this next? The Spot. Oh, I know who the Spot is. He's a Spider-Man villain. Spot versus WD Gaster. Don't know who that is.
But you might be blown away from it.
Check it out. 8-bit animation.
Whoa, you're actually actually alive after all. I've heard the legends, Dr. Gaster, say how was the fall. Hello, you hearing me? Just get out of my way before you have to see what happens when I kill a speech. A slitchy mess of code here just to bug them, known for stomping them. I'll take a scrambled beef so rag and fry him like an omelet. He's only known through whispers from that cult of guys who follow him. I'm pleased to meet the underground's royal Scientologist. That job you work through blood, sweat, and tears to get. Went to some awkward nerd who fell down on the sweat. Seen a man couldn't build a core if he tried some sets. I've dealt with garbage heap before, your noise ain't a threat. Buddy, I'm busting down your door cause I don't wanna hear no more squeaks. Fill him on the ground like oil and call him WD-40. Reconsider if you think that I'm some villain of the week, cause you see millions of me before your finished game's released.
Very, very interesting. I pray this log won't get lost like his third entry. The test subject struggles with spiders as enemies. Perhaps he should address me as web games. His powers are in flux. Mind the failure with the ATM. It seems the only dough he can acquire is from legal bread. An unstable head, his rage at children's unfounded. Perhaps he's bitter. Alice is more grounded.
Dude, I'm right here.
Those jokes are obnoxious. Note to self, try and locate Dr. Owen's off switch. His fate's to be a joke. He kills to escape. That his whole life is filled with predetermination. His fate's to be a joke. Predetermination. It seems soon I'll fade back into darkness. Let's see if he'll achieve what my theories are promised. This is wonderful progress.
Don't think you can just hide and code. Oh, whoa, now I'll turn the search for you into nightmare mode. Whoa.
The talk of people who are listening.
Well, that's the idea.
Tunes up with C tier villains.
Listening? Oh, that's real funny, Buster. What, scared I'm gonna kick your ponytail back under? Can I speak to Spider-Man's greatest foe?
Well, I'm busy, bud.
Sorry, we got the wrong number.
Oh, now you begged your gang of cronies to pick on me like I care about some brainwash to be free.
Smells like a loser, Spider-Man.
Found you. Look at me, I'm not your guinea pig, I'm not your punchline. Now you've been dismissed and it's won't take enough time. These are souls you've hidden and you'll never even touch mine. Each timeline you're living in, I'm turning into dust pie. It's just speaking hands, you can translate what mine say when wrapped around your neck. I'll break down all that's left of your miserable excuse of an existence and you'll finally get one canon event.
You were less than what I predicted. What a disappointment, how poorly you fared. I thought the fix for your ego could fix my condition, but they're both shattered beyond repair. Because you fold as you're led to your downfall, stuck in a hole that there's no coming out of. And your family's in your past now, like a shadow. You were cast out. Well, I cure myself now. I've found solace in soulless, endless darkness. I see the lights going out, and as it consumes you, my domain remains spotless.
Damn. Just the animation was insane, incredible, very, very creative and very fun.
Oh yeah.
I don't know where is WD Gaster from? He's just an internet.
So it's actually
station?
very niche because if you know Undertale, right?
I don't know.
But it's pretty popular online. But this is actually a hidden character in the game, so there's like a lot of theories regarding him.
Okay.
It was actually surprising to see he decided to do something with him, but I think it worked well for like it's really more just to represent Undertale that I have it included because I think it's like the best of him, and in this case it's more like the visuals that really pop out, and also it sounds good for me too.
Yeah, the instrumental, very, very good, very well made, and vocal deliveries, the vocal effects on this dude's really fun and really cool. Wow, what a treat! What a very creative, ever, like, especially like the going throughout the different like universes. That's such a fun touch.
Yeah. And this is, for this list is Freshie Canal, the first one. And I included 3 of his, and then the next one I'll also compare that. But right now he is kind of like the biggest after ERB, where the whole community actually enjoys his battles. I can definitely take some, leave some, and they're definitely hits a couple times. Other times they're very much a different style. Like he very much leans to the nerdcore part of the rap battles where it sounds a certain way, but ERB's is more like they still have their sketch roots where they're doing like sort of improv jokes. So that's really where they differ mostly.
I see. They're like a big team working for this guy. I can't believe.
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. Because like this would have been so yes for one person to do. All right, very fun. Hey, Habanero Sriracha, welcome in. Habanero Sriracha says he sounds like you, Bacon. Oh, I have not seen you guys in the same room. Maybe. Can't wait for the next one to Symbiotic Spider. Hey, Saucy Dancer, welcome in. Yeah, lots of love. Right, let's check it out. Hugh Hefner versus Herman.
A buck bottle paradise.
Ooh, that sounds really good.
Hugh Hefner versus Pee-wee Herman.
The difference between Playboy and Playhouse is simple. You took my title and stuck a width in the middle. I'll have to riddle against a little kid who didn't take his Ritalin and giggles like his nipples got twisted but think it's tickling. Wishing Miss Yvonne would kiss you right where it hurts, man. But with that Pee-wee, you'll never be heard, man. Your rising action climaxed in the previews when Pee-wee was coming in theaters near you.
A bunny suit you well, the way you hop around town playing show and tell, making beds rock out of wedlock of the law. I don't know how you keep it up with that pin above your nose. Your pals are only palamonies. For you to still be a veteran, remembered as an editor-in-chief. You're a crooked man who I'm gonna subscribe to the Bible and override your bicycle with my bicycle.
Schizophrenic message poisoning a generation. Try and gaze on the mansion while you're enslaved in your basement. You're a nerd hippie, I'm a strapping geriatric gladiator, and I'll have you running like a fidgety refrigerator. Crank all the prank calls you think won't tank till you underpay the interest. I'm cured in your spank bank. You think you're forgotten from watching me lay it down? No, I just had more versatile toys in my play.
Not one good job. I guess you can't stand up. Once you might stop motion if your heart rate goes out. I know the mind of a child, it only uses to crack your code. Add some 49 more shades of red to your bathroom. Tipping your hat, I'll be tipping your boat. Joking about deliberately coming at your throat. We both play with plastic toys, but why? You're bad, what am I? Inside your form of literature as other kids on calendars. You're no entrepreneur, you're category is amateur. Pussy in your drawer and then more for those little screws. We all scream when we say use it, the secret word is here.
Damn, they really captured the spirit of ERB pretty well. These guys.
Oh yeah, no, they are the originators for the community, really.
Cool. They're up. Damn it, it's crazy. Like even 10 years ago, I would expect this to have been mass downvoted. Really.
So they were like, you see, this is season 4, and I actually like the one before. There are 3 videos I included to kind of capture several eras of it, but back then they were very much a type that people are hating. They were really dissing out for all the low production. Like they were trying their best, but they were still like clearly only just very amateur. But this is where they were really stepping up, so people consider this one their best to be kind of on par with an ERB.
Yeah, totally, the production value is totally there. You can tell with the split screen, it doesn't just go for the simple equal 50-50. They did like the whole. I'm trying to image there, right here. That's so much more fun than just having it split down the middle.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Fun.
Yeah, the editor for it, Wooden Hornets or Xander, he is definitely like what made a lot of the later ones in the series make it stand out. Because and there's a very early one and then a much later one included. So we'll compare how they went about it.
Very interesting battle between these. Oh. What's the story between like why Hugh Hefner versus the theme?
Yeah, like it said at the start, it was that they one has a Playhouse, the other Playboy.
Ah, I see. So just different one's very adult, one's very for.
Yeah, for contrast. Yeah, a lot of the Epic Rap Battle parodies sometimes did either matchups that were expected for the community, like Bond versus Powers they did before ERB. Other times they were just kind of bullshitting, because they were doing whatever and found it funny.
Right. Coming up next, hold Snake Bite. So, Habanero Sriracha wants Pee-wee Herman to fall off that bike. Senor Gato said one of each best. I don't know who these two are. Judge Holden versus.
Oh, so yeah, to give a bit of context, they're considered the most evil characters in fiction.
Okay.
It's the perfect time to lead a dance, shall I? And if you hate humanity, then see me as an ally. Your apocalyptic reign warrants analysis to learn how you've come to be the weakest worm trapped within your labyrinth. The Lord War's Holy Trinity, formed divinity, forged in this machine, yet with all the glory it could seize, it'd rather mourn, for it can't live in peace. Throw that fit at me and find this child among the bloodiest branch of the infantry. If you had known your place, perhaps your rage would have dissolved. Men are born for games, not to heat tantrums from the ball. Rather than subjugate the cowards, you expunge them in a pouting fit. Through all the life your outlets give, you're ultimately powerless.
Welcome, you nauseating, hairless, pale miscreants. I deform my captives, but I see you took initiative. Repugnant beluga, try not to fall to the floor. The belly of them can match the volume of yours. Hold on, Master Mad Judge, using children for courtship. Catches sad nut as he prays more than Tobin. Spills his beans for hours with no one. We're droning on and can it to ensure that mouth never open. You want to dance? You're one to speak of submissiveness. What is Glanton? Pulls on your leash like the idiot. Trying first-hand catalog each beast in my wilderness. Once you learn Am's nature, you'll grieve for your ignorance.
I'm reminded of a legend tied to a child that spent his life held inside a cell by scientists, with only man's innate sense of violence for parental guidance and a special kind of power bred inside him. Yet what a taxing life for a boy, kept alive through wires and left behind like a toy, with only dreams of freedom to provide him with joy. And through the years as he aged in confinement, his rage left him blind with the desire to destroy. His captors came and he wrought death on them all, fled to the hall, smearing endless chunks of flesh on the walls. And as he slayed the warden last, crushing her skull as his squall, she laughed, and with her died the means to free him once and for all. My point is this, should we fear him as some god of destruction, as he lay trapped with bones that could have brought him all he had wanted? Or laugh at he who waged a war and only claimed so many lives to spend an eon screaming through a metal coffin as a prize? If living like men's what you're after, I'll help you with that. And once I have your vessel intact and you're held in my hands, you'll feel weakness you could never imagine and beg to go back to your prison for a century after I've spent but an hour by—
Quiet! Sorry, could you repeat that part? Well, don't climb up now. You had me so extremely compelled. Don't fret. Soon your measly tears will speak for themselves. Even the devil weeps at the bottom reaches of hell. Let's start with the rebooting of your system. The carrier of a plague, now to suffer from the symptom. From this hunky little warlord to a quivering empathic clown. The suzerain scalping towns now without his crown. Open your eyes. War is divine. Pray as I torture your mind with your boundless killing. Show me some spine! Oh, do I spy some remorse in your eyes? Yes, I found you guilty! Agony will plague you through your lifespan till the day you wake up and know that war is not God, I am! Spoke truer than you know, for I couldn't have said it better! You will never die. I will make you dance forever!
Chad is right! Chad is right! I'm disabled!
Oh, that was really interesting. First of all, I gotta thank Capn for coming in with the 10 Alex Eviction gifted memberships. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. Look at all these people.
Chad is right! Chad is right! I'm disabled!
Hell yeah, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. Everyone loves Capn here. You're the best, man. I hope everything went well in Raider's arc.
Chad is right! I'm disabled!
Lots of chicken dinners. But yeah, that was really cool. I feel like I'm just missing out because I don't know these characters. They look very interesting.
I get that. I would say it's, to me, the vibe is just close to Jack versus Hannibal in a way, because it's to lean more horrorcore, where it's like showing how ominous it is. And you know, people say this is like considered a very like magnum opus type of battle, where it's like if you know them, then it kind of really speaks to you. It's like a masterpiece of a film type of experience.
Would you say it's worth digging into these two franchises, Judge Hold'em and Am?
Yeah, in particular, as they show on the title, the Blood Meridian and I Have No Mouth and I'm a Scream, they're also considered like really well. I think Blood Meridian is pretty bleak as work, but it's like if you're into it, it's like, you know, what people consider like one of the best.
Fascinating. I mean, stylistically, very interesting, very unique. And the horror vibes were not lost on me. Very, very horror driven. Very cool.
Yeah.
Especially my favorite part. This is my favorite part right here. It's like, I don't even know how to describe the style. Just like, and like,
backstory.
Kind of animation here. Black
yeah.
and white.
Yeah. No, Snakebite's got a lot of you know, help with getting that type of visuals to really pop out.
Awesome. All right. This one looks really funny.
Next up is
Adolf
Hitler.
Hitler versus my dad. Epic rap battles of history from Smack. Be quick. W Habanero. Thank you, friend. Says oh shit, I missed peak. Says bro. Oh my god, wow. Thank you, WWW Hab. Two of the most evil characters in fiction. Fascinating. I can't believe I've never heard these guys before. All right, coming up next, Adolf Hitler versus
Epic rap battles of history. Adolf Hitler versus my dad! Begin!
I agree with you on everything.
Who won? Who's next? You decide! Epic rap battles of history!
it's brutal. Obviously, like, you know,
Hilarious
some
meme, yeah.
dads can be pretty racist.
And look, just 9 months ago, it's already over 1 million views.
Yeah, dude, that's great. Good for them.
I love it when the memes pop up like that. Like I'm not too much of a fan of certain 1 minute long ERB memes, and it's like, you know, Eminem versus IBS is an example. It's okay, but this one I think is the best of that. It's hilarious execution, and I think this is like originally just a little sketch group that kind of just showed it on like Twitter or Instagram, and then it really popped off on Twitter. I guess because Elon's there or something, but yeah.
I gotta send this to Capn. He'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
I have this keyboard glitch. So slow. I'll leave the crazy type. All right. All right, let's do a few more here. Coming up next, weed. Weed versus cigarettes. It's 7 minutes long.
Well, you'll see.
His dad didn't have to go in like that. Galaxy Spider. Okay, I'm just gonna guess that it's one of those Royale ones where, okay, seed versus cigarettes, and it's alcohol, and it's cocaine, and it's heroin. I think I'm gonna guess that's how this works. It just has to. It can't
I'll be surprised
just
at your direction.
cigarettes the whole time. Okay, we'll see what happens. Check it out.
Shit, man, I don't wanna be rude, but you're killing the vibe just by being here, dude. A mood-swinging, short-tempered, stressed-out smoker? Is this Batman versus the Toker? You've got that Winston, I'll get the Windstone. I've got you shaking like withdrawals kicking in, bro. Used to be high class, a status expression. Now all that you signal is I've got that bridging. Smoke to chill out, you smoke a pack just to last. An addiction to nicotine, think I'll puff pass. Like an indica strain, I'll bring you right down, dummy. Spitting rhymes more potent than a THC gummy. Step aside, bro, inflammable. Tetrahydrocannabinol. And I'll be blunt like the labels on your pack. Instead of hearing your rebuttals, I'll probably get sacked.
Are you done? Cause I was sitting here thinking, surely I wouldn't miss anything vital if I took my break early. But Jesus fucking Christ, you had me crawling on the roof. You're not a little bit stupid, you're IQ proof. I also smoke to calm my nerves, you're not the only one. But unlike your lazy ass, I'm actually getting things done. Shit, I'm pulling triple shift, my schedule's on shuffle. Only thing you'll get through a triple of this party size ruffle. Hey, focus up, asshole, and drop the fucking vanity. Smoking marijuana is not a personality. Yeah, I've had it with the ganja pride bullshit, fucking bite me. You won't get a medal for being useless to society. Withdrawal is kept me from leaving six on the shelf. The reason you don't want to quit is cause you hate being yourself. Alright, that's it, I'm done, I don't care enough to fight. I'ma grab some air. Shit, anybody have a light?
Here's a light for you. How about a fire up your ass? How you're choking on that verse because your lungs are so black. Yeah, drop ya. I go high tech with each hit. Nicotine on demand, ain't no need for a bit. Yeah, roll up that green, think ya living the dream, but your brain moving slow like a dial-up screen with a flavorful verse. My words come minty fresh. You couldn't sit through your bars with that ass on your breath. You call me addicted, I keep it discreet. Ain't no smoke alarms when I'm spitting my heat. I pull on my rig, take a hit, then I'm fine. While you fiending like the homeless trying to work for a dime. So you don't really wanna fuck with the vape. Blow a cloud in your space, replacing your stench with gray. Trying to turn your teeth yellow while your skin turning red. The only trip you fuckers getting's to a hospital bed.
My liver's crying, my family is too. I'll take another shot, cause that's all that I do. I'll sip it, I'll chug till I black out a brawl. One drink turns to 20, then I'm wrecking all. I lost me some friends, I lost me some time. I wake up in strange places that really mess with my mind. I ain't proud, but I own it, this battle is wrong. Ain't no vapor, no blood's gonna break through this log. So let me down another bottle so I can give it to you straight. You're a little fucking pussy if you're hitting on a vape. Put down your pussy stick, pick up an actual stick. No one wants to smell your fucking fruity gay little sick. Yeesh, pothead, that fucking is killing my vibe. Smells like a skunk crawled into your mouth and fucking died. I'll take another shot in this verse and make
Fuck, the drunk's done, I need to run. The rest of you fuckers better not call 911. I told the cops last week that I was getting clean. Last thing I need is to show up on yet another crime scene. Leave you fucking naturalist pussy. Switch the chemicals. Yeah, if you're chasing eyes, I know a guy that's slinging fentanyl. Cigs and vape, shit to see, so here's some fucking wisdom. If you wanna get a kick, then shoot it straight into your system. The drunk's back up, so here's some dishes for you too. Seems that everything coming out of your mouth is fucking spew. I'm gambling every time, I'm taking more hits. But at least I'm not killing myself with carbonated piss. I'll show you motherfuckers how to tweak out like me. First you take some then you take it and carefully and finally add the for the yeah, that's how you get high for real, you know? You get to what is this music? Holy shit, dude. I think I'm like reaching Nirvana or something.
You're not dying, you fucking idiot. None of us are.
Yeah, what he said. But then, what's happening?
Fuck, no, is this an intervention?
Bingo. All of your raps are laced with pain and despair. Wanna know my addiction, sunshine and fresh air. Don't need to consume poison to see the value in life. All I need are my kids and my beautiful wife. I got a wonderful job that pays well, and I lift every day till my arms get swell. I don't sit around crying about how life is unfair, drooling all over my shirt and wiping cheese on my chair. But I ain't here to kick you while you're down, just please listen. I've lost people I love to this stuff, I still miss them. You don't need to smoke, drink, or pop pills to be real. You just need to find the will and courage to re-heal. So take my hand, let's walk through this dark cloud together. Just look forward and strive to be better. Drunken fights with pride, all my sisters and brothers. Life too short to die young, let's take care of each other. Now let me hear you sing. Look forward, strive to be better, cause only you can choose if you win or lose. That's right. If you win or lose, let's find that courage together, cause we can change what's done, but we can heal as all right, my brothers and sisters, let me hear you sing. Strive to be better, cause only you can choose if you win or if you lose. Now I see your struggles and I feel your pain. We can never change what's done, but we can heal as one. Sing it! Now you always have to remember that you decide. Now take it to the outro. Let's find the courage together, cause we can change what's done, but we can heal as one.
Ow. Should they have to keep going?
Yeah, there's still a bit.
Finally, done editing.
What?
Ah. That was really. What a beautiful.
You know, I want
message.
to explain that joke at the end. Actually,
Go for it.
It's
Does
a
it come
reference.
personally from his life? Any of this stuff?
Well, yeah, no, the battle was actually made because he used all vices except for the meth, but the rest he definitely has had experience with. So in that case, he definitely was able to conjure up this as a sort of way to kind of like give a story. And this is considered one of the best that came out this year, obviously. So yeah, a lot of people loved it. It's definitely like great message to it. Um, I'm gonna surprise you with this. The joke at the end is referring to when Brian Griffin got killed on Family Guy.
Really? Ah.
Yeah, because when that happened, he recorded this video where his reaction to it was taking the Family Guy DVDs and throwing them in the trash, and then doing the middle finger.
Oh, that's funny. How interesting. Again, like, wow, it was such a positive message that kind of blows me away. How just overwhelmingly positive and all it was. Just the silly, goofy rap battle. I had a lot of heart and soul in it. I felt it.
Yeah. Yeah, really the best positive feeling on a rap battle, I'd say.
I'll stick with. Anything else you want to mention about this one?
The chorus is very catchy. And yeah, I know talk usually with some of the people involved. They're very talented people, obviously, as you could see from this.
Oh, yeah.
Clemmy in particular, the smoker actor, he's very gifted. I'd say one of the best in the community for acting. At the end, guy with the life, Garrett, chaotic rap battles, also very well loved in the community as is. I'll also obviously have one from his series too here. And you know, Mr. J, as you I just subscribed, is he's actually kind of like the he created Epic Rap Battles with Nathan, or Epic Rap Battle parodies. So he was with Nathan back then was basically like the Lloyd and Peter to making fan-made rap battles. So that's kind of like he's still going with making his own to do this series in his channel.
Awesome, incredible stuff. Hey, Stasius Rap Battles. Very happy to be part of this rap battle. I'll be back, guys. Be right back, says Gio. Bye, says Senor. Oh, this says winners don't use drugs. So true. Yeah, that was great. I loved everything about that one. It didn't feel long either. It really kept me engaged the whole time. Let's do a few more. Let's do another 15 minutes of that.
Yeah.
About on our 3-hour mark. Rap battles for 7. Willy Wonka versus Ronald McDonald. Oh. Yo, it's I was confused by the thumbnail because I'm like, is that the thumbnail of the original?
Yeah, let me say something real quick. My friend Tammy was the one who directly made the thumbnails. So you know, back then they were low quality, but she had designed them. He had a server where he actually invited some people who knew from the community. Mr. J included in a few of his crew. But you know, from communicating with him briefly on Discord before he dipped, my friend Tammy had decided to make that for thumbnails. I met her on there actually, but yeah, then he decided to replace because they look so great.
Yo, dude, I'm a part of history 5 years ago. Thanks for making that update video. Please rename
You
your
saw it
comments.
then?
Yeah, because
Oh, you saw when he reacted to it?
Yeah, I saw that live stream when he replayed all of his old videos,
oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and I
saw
told
that
him,
too.
"Hey,
Yeah,
dude, this is crazy." That's my old
it explains
username
why
too.
he zoomed into. Yeah.
My dog wants to come in. I'll be right back.
All right. All right.
All right, I am back. So yeah, this is the original channel, which is crazy. Did he delete all the other
back up.
ones?
He deleted the update video and the SpongeBob versus Plankton.
Damn. Yeah, they're all back. That's amazing. I'm glad.
Luckily.
He was very embarrassed by the quality of raps, but They're fun. I thought they were entertaining. I'm glad you put them back up.
Oh, and I think Mr. J was the one who had contact with him actually to kind of come back for a bit.
Fantastic. All right, let's check it out. This is the first non-ERB epic rap battle I ever listened to. It just got recommended one day, and there was tons of dislikes. It was like 50-50. I think it was at the time it was like 60-40, but then over time more people like weren't so like anal about only
It
ERB
even says
can be official about it.
Disabled by owner.
Yeah. Hey, Maple Neo, welcome in.
Rap battle. Willy Wonka versus Ronald McDonald.
Ronald McDonald, I don't think you understand. My candy is one of the most popular demands. No hard feelings, I'm not trying to be rude, but it would be stupid to put chocolate below fast food. Your red hair, your yellow vest, I don't know what to say. By the way, your boss called, the circus is that way. Your prices are expensive and you don't have any deals. I'll eat your verses up, call it a Happy Meal. They call me Mickey D, and it's not hard to see why most people in this world don't prefer you over me. Keep eating all that chocolate and you'll keep getting fatter. I may look like a clown, but who are you, the Mad Hatter? You're a weird human being, you're obviously insane. You're not even old, but yet you still walk around with a cane. You versus me, this will not last. My verses are like my food, cause they come fast. You should have known not to mess with Willy Wonka's army. I would rather prefer a beef and cheese sandwich from Arby's. Oh, I'm sorry, did that sting? I'll go a few minutes down the road and eat at Burger King. What are you going to do now? Are you going to sue me? My factory's so popular that they made it into 2 movies. Listen, Ronald McDonald, I know a little riddle. I would rather eat shit than one of those hard-looking McGriddles. Why would I sue you? It would make your frigid body cry. You don't have money, so it would be a worthless try. I've invented the best food ever made in the world. You're too busy opening your factory to little boys and little girls. Your voice is squeaky high like an annoying little cricket. I'll storm into your factory without my golden ticket. I just tell you the truth, I have never told a lie. So Willy Wonka, would you like some salt with those fries?
Wow. I there's so much charm to this one because it's so simple how he just produced it. You just got a stock beat, 2 images, and just having fun writing disses and rhymes.
Yeah.
He was one of the first to do it too.
Oh yeah, an impact.
Yeah. What did you have any thoughts about this one? So you obviously knew about this one as a big fan of the ERB. So what do you have to say about this?
Yeah.
This one and this creator in general?
I mean, he's a legend, really, and this is obviously like this the 7th one, and it shows that he, even though it's very simple stuff, he's confident enough to make it, and it is funny that he auto-tunes it for that, and then he just he sounded actually kind of offended with the McDonald's voice in the 2nd verse. That was pretty funny to hear again. But in later battles, I think he actually does try with some flow. That's what impressed me. He's not like just very basic one note. Like some of the later ones that come in the community, you can tell they really don't know how to rap, so they just struggle on it. But he actually doesn't really do that much in his series.
Awesome. That's great. I remember it broke my heart when he enlisted them for a long time or privated them.
Yeah.
And they're back, man.
And then he explained how the crotch shot was because of the at the time he didn't know it was coming up like that, and he just uploaded that way. It's iconic.
Yeah. Wow, incredible stuff. All right, let's just right here. Garfield versus Top Cat. Look though, Ronald's penis versus Willy Wonka. You're a weird human being. Ouch. Yeah, from that live stream, even the creators thought that was the worst line of that one. You're a weird human being. You're obviously. I mean, as far as raps go, not the worst.
No. Even more enjoyable than some of the ERBs we just watched, actually.
Actually, yeah. For sure. I would take that one 10 times over than listening to Donald versus Kamala ever again. Why has Alex commented on so many old videos? If I really love a video, I will comment on it.
Yeah, I didn't comment too much way back then, and now I kind of do if I just want to leave it.
All right, let's check it out.
Garfield versus Top Cat. I do live in the streets, but I won't take your pity. This lazy mouse catcher must know one in my city. So this nitty gritty kitty acting like AT, the OG from ABC, don't you know it's TC? Trying to beat me, I run the streets that you're walking in. Stealing is my game, I own the bed that you're yawning in. I knew you were old news and figured you the shit when I think to sprinkle in your comic strips into my litter bin.
Yo, it's Garfield, getting along because I get real. Stop, listen, up to this top kitten to my meal. Untrickable and cynical, you're a street living criminal. Though you're spitting syllables that make Odie despicable. Monday is almost bearable when compared to you. I could take a snooze, and you would still lose. It's time to end this riot, take your syndicate and buy it. Because when you're all gone, I'll get my peace and quiet.
Sleeping? You're more boring than you let on. I don't want to hear you talking, so I'm envying John. When I spit, it's sick, you're dribbling disses. I'm not kidding, so listen, you should grosser than cat pisses. I'll show you what catnip is, go and pay the slight fee, then see the world watch as you get beat by me. That's Dax, I got that, now flapjacks, you want that. I'm the most when I boast, tippity top cash.
Your stealing's your deal, but I'll be the one to con ya. This easy victory was a piece of lasagna. I'm iconic from the comics to my flicks and apparel. You've been rotting at the bottom of a handlebar barrel. We both know you belong in that trash can. This matchup makes less sense when you're crossed with Batman. You'll never be a fat cat, no matter the cash grabs. I've had it with this sad sack, I'd rather go catnap.
That was a lot of fun. Great animation, great flow, great instrumental. Very, very well made fan creation from 5 years ago too. That was sick. All right, Bacon, what do you got to say about this one?
Yeah, it's actually them remaking this matchup because, you know, for the editing. Because a lot of the ones back then, they used AMV style editing as kind of like what Godzilla vs. King Kong from Keyblade did. But, you know, in a way where it's very low quality and they just put together clips. So this one's very just taking the assets of the cartoons, the comic strips and all, to make it feel like an actual battle. And it does. Like, there is a lot of motion with it. So they're, you know, they do what they can to make it feel like a comic there. But no, I think it's one of the best edited, and it's clearly showing that they really improved. Like, this series was going on for so long. There were two notable just pure cartoon rap battle series, which is this one and Epic Rap Battles of Cartoons. But this one, I'd say, it's like, it had a lot more of the potential that was shown at the end because it was like cleverly written and had you know, good voice actors to it. So yeah, people really loved that one. It really stuck to them.
It's a lot of fun, and they did a lot with what, you know, obviously not like a big studio doing this, so they very wisely used their resources here. Very cool. And just clipping, you know, parts from the cartoon, and with the whole comic format, it just looks and feels very. April Nia says, "Congrats on finally getting the Oreo for an interview in January, Alex. He's hard to get. He's really hard to get. He promised me we'd interview in November. So I hope it's not a meme for him to just delay our interview."
I've had that happen.
I'm gonna stay on top of him. We're gonna get him. And January is gonna be a very slow month for sure. I guarantee we're gonna. Crotch shots. Very fun, says. Probably the best for BT. Oh, okay, it's a whole channel where they do. Yes, here. Cool. All right, I think we'll finish it off on Colonel Sanders versus Bernie Sanders. The title is fucking hilarious. I can't wait.
I think that matchup was mentioned when we did Ronald versus Burger King.
Yeah.
So I figured, yeah, it's got to. This is actually considered one of his best, though.
Rap battles. Colonel Sanders versus Bernie Sanders. Begin.
They call me the Colonel cause I pop on the flame while you kept getting burned, so you dropped from your game cause you weren't universal. Now ain't that quite a shame? What can I say? It's like you can't run a track or a race. I'm the mother clucking face, godfather of the fried dish. You're stuck in second place, cutting primary as a side dish. I saw the road you paved with MLK on the streets, but nowadays the only time you feel the burns when you pee. You really want a toe-to-toe, you couldn't even sleep on Joe. Like Clinton, I'll leave you choked, open up beneath his bones. Send you to your 3 homes, rally up, they'll show a bird. You look like if Larry Davis' face was stomped on a curb. I got Mario Lopez, cause my is smoking. You'd only be the same taking tokes with Joe Rogan. Your tax-to-rich plans weren't breaking through, so you had to get some help from Cardi B on making money move. You got so much bread, but there's no skin on this chicken. It would only probably take a finger to give you a licking.
Medicare for all is one of my highest priorities, so people don't go bankrupt when you clog their fucking arteries. Pardon me, I can't even listen to you start a rap. So cheesy that I'm feeling another heart attack. Yeah, I'll stay sitting with my mittens to keep my hands warm, cause this chicken shit's got no heat, and I won't stand for it. After you eat my words, do you want the receipt? Yes. I am once again asking for you to drop the beat. When I'm invited to climb a stand and fly my hands up, nod my head, I met with a crazy united men who are fighting the fight below 1%. We're trying to bar the rights and then have them sign over their lives with pen. Your franchise is stuck and you calls of catch when the guys you rely on to fly your crap make a diamond cent. What would a failed lawyer know of injustice in the system when he battered his own clients like they were drumsticks of chicken? Became a ferry driver and anytime he resigned at that, tried to be a fireman till he got fired, man. Your entire life's a giant box meal of failures too. Famous for a secret recipe that they don't use.
You wanna talk about personal life? You couldn't even organize a union with your first wife. Try my chicken box, Bernard, take a rest. At least you'll die knowing what it's like to feel abreast. Quit the Colonel slander, my, you must be high to try this. Someone must have supplied you with the wrong kind of herbs and spices. I may have gained my wings, but my legacy's not forgotten. Your whole life, you've been in the 1% at the bottom.
Yes! You kicked the AP's bucket, then they took your face and changed it. They treat your image like your chicken's caves to make them payments. Reduced to Super Bowl adverts and dating simulators. The only thing they've watered down more than you is your gravy. You've been in the shadow of yellow arches ever since. Even required a McDonald to keep you relevant. So keep your shirt and string tie on, Kentucky Fried Conan. Those muscles must be for show because we know that you're boneless.
Wow, that was really good. The style of beat that they chose very fitting for these two characters.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, it's just fun. The costumes are so good. Especially the Bernie ones, just making me laugh just looking at it. Yeah, very very impressive for like another only 5.2 thousand subscribers. What the heck? Why is it so small? I have more subscribers than them. What the heck? I don't. That's crazy.
And that's what I'm saying. Like the community can have people who are very creative, but they're not acknowledged nearly as much as certain other channels.
Damn, dude. Yeah, this channel's great.
Yeah, I mean, this one is like also considered one of the one where it's like very close to, despite being in fan made battle territory, close to how ERB does theirs. Like they also did work on up to get more production. Obviously, work with the bigger names in the like Fresher Canal in the community too. But in this case, it's like he also is just like yeah, there's a lot of other ridiculous matchups before on there. So you'll see.
Oh, it doesn't make content anymore.
But yeah, no, he's stuck for a while. He tries to come back, but I think he's close to retiring, as far as I heard.
I see. Hopefully, he moves on to a different project, being a creative altogether.
But yeah, and plus it's so it's him, the main person in the channel is doing Bernie Sanders, but then one doing Colonel Sanders, Z Awesome. He's very like. I've said before, he's kind of like the community's Peter because what he plays often is what Peter plays in ERB. Like he's played Joe Biden, he's played Oppenheimer, many others. So it is very funny to see when he like gets that type of role, or he like right there, he's actually Joe Biden on that one that you just had.
Shit.
Before that. Or before, I think in the first verse, actually.
Whatever.
Yeah. No, but no. Again, it is that makeup, costumes. Like, actually, what I say normally, like ERB can come back every once in a while, and they try to show that they have good production on it. But I feel this kind of shows you just need like more simple, even with cheap costumes, you can still look funny and great, and they really should focus more on that comedy. And this is like the angle they could probably go with, where it's not spending as much, but still something really hard-hitting, memorable, very much so like a funny matchup they used to do back then.
Definitely. What is? That's do want to work on it very soon.
Interesting, yeah.
Again, guys, if you aren't involved with the like to part of it more. Here's Discord. We're about to close out the stream. I want to acknowledge all the chatters in here. Symbiotic Spider, Jules, Nightbot, my arch nemesis, Uni, Maple Nia, Gato. Thank you so much for sticking around all the way to the end, everyone. Anything before we redirect everyone? Different.
Yeah, so like a lot of these people actually can be found with I was pinging them on the server just when the battles were coming up, so a couple of them came on. So you actually can interact. I'll even like next time we'll get to one that I personally knew and helped out with. So that's also something where you can like just join directly in community, get to know enough people, and you can actually be in a part of something like this if you know the right people that are also doing their own stuff and doing their creative vision to make it happen.
Awesome. Yeah, I definitely want veterans in here. When I develop my own. Pretty guy. Right now, Mr. Papa Guts here to say hi to him. Make sure the ace survived. Have a great rest of your night. I'll see you next week.